if you sabre copy say no nkono boy nyina ya ka bom ya beto adwene na ya hwekwan o man Ghana e be fa so betimi akoso afa na ntoma pa nyina ya hwe ni so be frefre no obefa e de efra nti we are part of the show. I'm also part of you, baby. Diamond, you're part of you. If you're part of you, and my refusal now quite another day. I can see one semi the bro. Now fe ye the efisem any person at the bro. Every woman, every segment to be your quenya so to do what drink at the abre. So welcome to Tuesday morning. Ewo Adom TV. So that one akwaba.
Pacho yeja.
You should to
Debbie. Isianto.
Me hono should go shoot too.
Sir. So ohono be pass and be so.
Well, me the minimum and slows and I see by so
abotan wo ho.
There be enua
wo.
Yes, enua na ohonam kase.
Na wo de onya fresh air.
Yeah, so need to hey, wo da two prumo na say we see. Look banyom, wo da two prumo. Na wo be na wo be da one two prumo. Wo twa odokwa na da no one two prumo. Wo be hu na te say adefofo na AC.
Ayo.
You ever two?
Na ko se ko denji, you ko be po na tajura na be.
I see.
So
yeah. Eti ye do bibia say ye koso ka say so onje wo job na. Momodia naji. Funny pictures so eba social media. Ye panie wo no so no. E mu skills e bi ko wa isu ni patwumo say as a baby for nya. Eno etimuda na abo apaya na say ma me hwe. Which one is that?
Hwe ni mu abrabo ho.
Okay.
Timuda abrabo ho. E na ehu ankasa nso bi o ha pane de ya de osura ankasa.
I see. Eti kwaje wo de wan gine ntema emwa kwaje na yenyina no ahweya na mo a yetu. Yen ka se no ye osi akwan. But eno no beboa ma wonya ahoden sonku bi a se yade no kura sa tia hwe wani ma ebetimi apemo ketu abi na afo wetimi gina na aso yina enko fansema because covid ai bio nyoma wa prepare free asase we su no wa ye bisua de so de abre no both positive and negative so at say na abusua kura nhia mudie no ayedin emma nhia mudie kura no ayedin okọ working environment here nhia mudie no we gina ha na we gina ha see you say bibi esayentem covid na sayentem sa nti eti afa kwan bi aso netimi etu ase prekope e de free horom bibi do akoma so na
de da makoma so ye covid na sem na ne se emfe hu emma yare na nya kese ansa na no na Cindy Oforiapio kan o say vaccine is better than the edition so ne fensen
oxygen no
oxygen
ye de kata omo no
say mu ye dia o say vaccine is better than no. And aside that crano, yes, why and na yama no crabia protocol, or my him would dean, any more my hand, and I been your washe. It is ultimate chrome hona needing no be any more cojevasin, and sana I can say, so what I say. One tear say, oh,
but yes, say, Adiano, a chance here this from maybe this you are not.
And I'm not some me Jane Hooding or say vaccine is better than oxygen. And then oxygen also crano ye show any one ye ka because and no so it is a woni din ni enimu wa ba ya mobo eti koje vaccine afei so omo edi ka koje bi no omo keka ho nsem bebre ena bubu mi gu ho ena me ye say yes but as a hu ema hu so because ade no ade foforo ba ni paduane mu den ya ni paduane be ye bibi kakra na afei so oman hin ball anasem na enura na ye ka yempe time e de befa ball a e kwa brochire ne esi abrochire fa e nipa bi na tena ase na ka se fi na ekọ ye man no se ne ebe ye no e na aye sa
na se hihye bi kura ba na ofa ball na ye de net edwura so na se de be ya okọ entimi mpeti ento
aye no ahe na wo hu nukurum
o de bi etu agude dada
I think
and a bele kura ye de fa no e di traffic mu sa na wo di so sa na enya de keto say aha no de ehye mra ba ye di so no
enani agrek no
okọ ye nkrata ni ma na akọ enwoma ni ma ye wo mra kama ho a ebo ye nyina asoman animu oman mufo no ebo ye ho ba na se ebe ya sa mra no ye de be ye adwuma age se ato de na ye de obi de biada kwase abadwo forgive me ye de obi mum akoye scapegoat and unfortunately for us emra no so no echi ntatia ne ntontom interfere
oh
say be chi osono pa de
esida
ne chi
na pancho crunch no so
that's the problem ma yen kai will say if you've just joined us if we say be pem say no nkono bo on yegu so kai will say covid in share na so mesel na afi ahunidie ahunhia se die ehuni eno kura ka ho binti na ne na no wo mrahye bedwam abra ira jemensa bosu kase okofa asa bola taxi ba obi aka se ana metua bola si Canada e de no better no taxi me ana enti esisi e sha ase ti ase se yan kase ahunidie no enya dia ehia na o titro mu na se wonu musu wi a onto ne twew
ya ka de we ya che
na o ti private car mulan kusem na o wi abura unru nkofom
na o to jabrodia ne to ho about
won so na nkwanche a wo ko no nye ba bia na edwonso man ko de mu ni force kesisa be man de say a cameraman wa in football na musician odu ba bia okay the be ma
sadaro we ya bache
so de bia me come see ye fere sa ma na no mi ko hie obi airport car park on no unsi airport police na obi akogina car ba ko ho Johnson gutai ne ho na etene ya call police station
airport
ana omoma woman no police woman ba ku tracy
baby adeni
ba edu car no omodu ya me na me gina car no me su ka me uza kwa omodu ya me na me gina car no o say
assumption ya se da ka
o say me the boss your friend me na me so e bia oni me gina
okay
e koyo o say otu na me say masa di o ye ne no ni ni ama na gina hono no na wa o hwemia
me yasa
baby me gina yi na kame nkotra me ka mu ka fa bottle kra e mo to my baby so at enti ya ana wo friend no man tina hono I think maybe 2-3 hours bi no 2 no fo na o ka che say so wa fo afa kra
e bia
Ghana ni nyam nyina you know
ya boss had kane vice president Ali Mahama penso mebua aha na wo Johnson wa bodam
so njoko fast an she but ya sword
na omaye say ye beji ye ball and tax so ye misa say ye ball na omo fa he na omo de kugu
no abe problem oni omo de ball oye ball adwuma ne dim komo titiri ye zoom lion o kire se ba bia sese kura de ball e be kwa kugu eno so hu nsem no ye bibibia e ho because ansase no ho ankasa manso ho nana no mankasa so de ko ni kuruma na so de ko no em se nyoma bi
na recycling plant no sa he na ye wo
exactly
it is a zoom lion kra ode ne ho no o se o problem be bi ode be kwa ene ye sa ya bobo ya na ya ombe fa no o de ko he
machi agoso ni ba
asam
ukuruma fashe be no
ni ayere yo
me da wase ne de wo de ekutie yi ma no kama pensin bia tintin bia kra ya bre onu de bia oba so auto drama ye no afasha bibiri wo e de nam su de yina mo be ka kire me so ampa afasha bibiri be wo pe kasa tintin bia kra yi ma no pe oh
aje
afkenya se afasha wo hana
ese okro bia afasha wo so
ne de ko sia che wa ne ma aboa no na mu
wa
sia che wa ne ma
enya de no afi no be ye ana yi usi ever da bi ekro bia afasha wo so kasa tintin bia ni na afasha wo o so so
o ba kwasam
na boko die
onyame adom
isio tito ho kakra na kanea no so ho asem disen
eye sen kwasi ada no
okay kwasi ada na ko
na ko na abasa
okay
tini Ghana for ye kasa se dumsha mumma ye
shadow
no na emfanya adwuma
okay
nwa ne di adichi ye di emu ye
bibi do akoma so
ensuo mu na achimota overhead na akakra na edwiragu timpen
enyo ni ko dwiri hye
driving na traffic achina peje
opeja ti hwe ta
enye bete
eno a wonti no kan no me ko yi asutire we ko si sen se e hye ahodo e fa ne o ma buru so na afi no so akoya so
bu no na me say that we to one na so na begu fo serious so do ani hwe a cracks nko a cracks nko
so had na nche bia na emse tema kwan so se de bi see
because it see ya omu twa beto graphical se sen ni wono na hye bi twema e ko ka ho abubu ano ni nyina omu sisi
ni nyina abubu enye ntim
do na aso yes ha Burkina for ni
tracks akese no because uni mo limit ntimi hu de ntia wo say wo fama na bro so na wakọ choke wase nti minim ha omutimi manage pio nti eno ano mo
force tree fast
na bubu me say
ana mo di fees na omutra wi
a wo onema no ye hyehyɛ ne saa no
ɔsa ne nema
sɛ ye onema na wo hwɛye na ka na ye ma na kyenkyena ye de hyɛ so ebedu ye so aboka because the more all force di twi no na de ko na say ya na say
ebi ye plastic abon say na papa
ne bu say say ne ha adwen say de o kase so onyame a mamu ntama na yanko ye de sese ye wo
ho ne bebu agu
behu ne kakra na no ye de akɔhye bosom anase bayi se ono na de sanfum so ya brega
asa ban ye na dwuma nso wonim say eni kwan so ofa sa limit no nti bambofo no omo check scale no omo ye dey problem so omo
share so mo me koy Ghanaian Times Daily Graphic ye de no tu wi na bere wo na de akanaka ho
Ghanaian Times the Bokrata no eni asemo 19-year-old kills neighbor ko pay 3 ho 19 kraketo ahwe rasta egunitri so era ya na make no omo ye rasta no ya na sometimes ebi mo no ba bi a omo kɔ no e ma hu obi kura wa ye rasta makafu yo ye cameraman ya na ye te say obi ate saa ba ya na nya saa na obi ate akura 19 years what me akumu nua de anu odene efie kuma washing bay ho ewo ne kokosi ye nkura nketo wo na manan se kan hyehye wo mo ho enti wo de nya Ghanaian Time na wa kan mu ye na nanamo ayi abosom ne mpanifo a wo apam eno adom kase ebo mamane omo aya mamra ne amane de asie 14 teenagers enempo omo nshefa wo ene ye besie nkoda no 14 areho enwosam Ghanaian Time the Bokrata no so de aba ato Dr. Matthew Poku Prampa ono na se oye energy minister wo se aban no guso den e de ne hu hwem seto be se gina ne na so biem tema oil refinery asemi na make na make say AG any Ministry of Justice so ye se wo mo ba relocate to Law House ora Godfrey Dame ono na de sansemi so atu eja so no asogli set to begin 127 million power project $127 million power project we pay 16 the Bokrata Ghanaian Times adiaba nyabre na wo akoto bi na kenkan sama hodo bi ewom anope
okay, but the Daily Graphic the Bokrata no twas no penifo mienu na esinkonya wa ha bako ene Owura Godfred Yeboah Dame ono no te benkum so na Attorney General ono ye the Attorney General na Minister of Justice na one Owura Justice Kwesienin Yeboah ono so ye Chief Justice wo memu penifo mienu esinkonya ni nyina akowie se state prosecutions I will prioritize economic crimes Attorney General ene kanti niema bi efa abonefo sem honom ena omo kyerese wo mo behwe na ayo manyi ehia sem ne na hia de na omo hukwan a bibisa ma na homene so a wo mo de befa UCC engages 3 prison inmates as facilitators and also ho asem no investigating appropriate textbooks wanim sem dada textbook bi ama na homene so a kyerese se wate dada enti no Mensa re-elected GOC president into Owura Ben Nuno Mensa esofoni ni channel per graphic de odebaye no ebini
Daily Guide the Bokrata no na me de to so yesin so to just 20 minutes wo Kumasi aflade
20 minutes
Kumasi so flade wo
Minister construction wo hono montine ba
we so no me yes Sunday na me sheda hunu area no pote ba wo de onya Daily Guide a ene bo animo hai na speaker so na yakasa you say I belong to no one Owura Agbangba ben say enie Babin back at NDC woni ba bia no speaker ama obi a ntia ho asam de Bokrata no so de aba ena mo nso amayo mo hosam mo mayi nkwa ni mo mbe ya bonofo sam no ne ade no ene agent so ene abresafo no so mo mani enna ho ho asam de Bokrata yi so de aba Daily Guide the Bokrata na ni sama fufuro bi unya bia na onso akenkan anope
Chronicle there say brand ho timifa Chronicle quotation na okay Chronicle kra enfoni enan wa ha wo nyina ye NDC amanyoko no emu enipa na ose international we na mehwehwe na ni
distraction ade basa
okay
ho ye bi esi baby Adie bi say. It say nti opese o kire say.
Okay. Basa yes NDC. Ba o man no kura o wa kire ma se so mintimi modin no. International. Ayo. And international war in NDC over Sami Jenfi. That's why they are too much. NPP gurus lace boots to kick out wound to me. Well, Chronicle and Edebaye Chema wound to me. Etieno so ho asem and Chronicle and quotation of Edebaye no Isaiah 19 verse 2. I will stir up Egyptians against Egyptians. Brother will fight against brother. Neighbor against neighbor, city against city. And
okay, it is serious. You go focus on your bar. The decision you need to be that's go to Jibre bedroom.
No see about it, Mamma, Memominache, Memoir Badwam TV, Badwam Cassie so, and I've been done open somewhere see and a brass on some of the bros, Adom Cassie, Facebook/Adom TV, Cassian Woho. And some of the other will move I before me bunu be a day at Ghana Education Service and him said one more. Now what treat me, you know, or nasa book no aba, a dingy move bano, and you free a drama so, you the moon some no ever bremo. Yababo Ryan some for from na board dini jabo so for and a what they to aban him sagalam say no se so anti aban fan nine NC form yabako tadi and my you are ben na nipa bonfo bi yan hunu de wo mo ye won nanso and want to see e what as free asase so wabusia say ye ku wo mo de a yema omumra live no bi ehunu kwan ye fa so ku eno no nsem bi na no pay me de bro Adom TV bedwam kase me de afia amankwa tamaklo nyabre ne tie se den nsam ni chiremu ankasa etie emabunu bi a wo mo efri agbememu na enradai wo mo kotena Ghana Education Service animu ho twe protest na wo masem nyina agina sa golden book no a ede enchichemu eba wo my Ghana mu no wo mo chiremu antwaye te wo sempanifo de won ansi fom na asotwe ana ho hwehwe bia no wo de beto dwama Ghana fo ehunu.
We are not here in our numbers just because of one thing. Because our chiefs and elders have actually intervened and they have asked us to, you know, refrain from what we wanted to do today. But we as leadership have decided to take this step. Now, one of the publishers, Badwam Cancer, actually released a so-called apology letter yesterday. And the fact is that that apology letter is an eyesore to us. Why did I say so? How could you write an apology letter, and in an apology letter you are trying to justify how the books found their ways into the public domain? So they claim that, this is what they claim that they were working on the books, GS are written to them for them to make some changes. Then they didn't know how the books found its way into the public domain. I don't know how that makes sense to any of you here. They are not taking us serious. And we are demanding an unqualified apology from them. We are saying that whatever it is that they have called apology that they have written is nothing but an insult, a further insult to us, and we are not accepting it. All their licenses of these two publishers should be revoked. GES, you apply sanctions. It is not enough sitting in your office, in your air-conditioned office, writing statements and telling us that, you know, we have disassociated ourselves from it. We have not approved it. If you have not approved it, who has approved it? If you are not approved it and what they have done is wrong, what are you doing about it as regulators? So you cannot sit there and just release statements and that is all. That is unacceptable.
Adishebi ya wamo eti bodi ane jaboso de to abana nim se ni benimi ya no. Se de galamse fo se wonsi wana abana no fanhyehe bi ento na kwan mu na ensisa ne mana no kwan. O se san galamse nte ne wonnya nsupakura ennom. Omanfo ibi ne Adom kase edin komoyi.
Asase na wa ha no nsu a da no ayesa guye kokoso ne ye no bae so ni na ase nti nsu no ye nya baabi kura e na omuntu ayi bi ma ye se amena bi kura mu ye fense pipe bi mono
ne se frisensu ne ye de bibia o krodua yi mu se ye bedware o yɛbɛno aduane o yɛbɛgu yɛn kokoo so o nsuo ya ɛne yɛde yɛn bibia nanso ɛsan sɛ ɛnɛ sikapɛ ama yɛn nsuo asɛ anɛ yɛntumi enya nsuo ɛmfa nyɛ bibi
ɔno ana yɛnom yɛkɔ baabi a ɔno ana yɛsa na yɛkɔ yɛnu bae kora yɛde bɛgu so kora no ayɛ asɛm sɛ yɛbɛkɔ akɔbɔ duro ɔno ana yɛde bɔ duro ɔno kora ayɛ asɛm nti yɛnya nsuo nti yɛsrɛ aban sɛ galamsey no wɔnhwɛ na wɔnka biribi mfa ho na sɛ na yɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛnya nsuo ade ayɛ bibia
abusuafo mmiɛnsa ya wɔn mma mmayu a wɔtakra de nipa bɔnfo bi kye wɔn si ewi akyire yɛkɔhu wɔn nompe no ɛne wɔn de atodwa kyerɛ mu sɛ aban abɔ wɔn kɔ adu sɛ deɛ wɔyɛ yɛ no wɔanyɛ ne yie nti no ɛne yɛbɛku wɔn so afiri atiasefo asase so abusua no bi de atodwa kyerɛ mu sɛ saa hyehyɛ no wɔn pɛ sɛ ba live wɔ TV so bra yɛkum wɔn mo na obi ahunu bi na Ruth Kwesi nuaba ɛne ne Adom kaseɛ edi nkɔmɔ yi.
Now that they are telling us that they have sentenced them into death, we want the death sentence to be live on TV so that everyone will witness that these guys have been killed. We don't want it to be a situation that they will be in the police custody and later hearing that they escaped. But this won't be the first time. Yeah, so that's why we are saying that if truly they say the girls are dead and they've sentenced the guys to life in prison or death, then they should be live for us to see that truly Samuel Rose and the so-called John are dead.
No corner. I been an uncle for our Wossu today when you call fire in them of family. Mamitiwa, I know about that. Mamitiwa Nasa now. What kind of he said, you know, what's him for a company team? Let's say, you know, of academy for man will naturally one of one. No, bloody more. Debate castle na above from your boom. In Sayende, Sabana Academy from a one kidnapper so from that. Let's have Bana Superior about community. There, I am no quite a moment from a coffin from that. A banning coffin begin home. No command about Tano. You and Sana. Senya Banco Begeda, I did, and them da. No Canadian. To me, the man, no yard.
Abamu akuma wanya mfiedu ane moto rider bi ane nei Opel ovan driver wanama kache aplawo kwan no so wode ne car abo wo mo ene yese wani nse o kachire wo me praye enam so amade hye bi bu afu ama enu adai kwa do mo block kwan no kora fi se wanya de edi kan ne ta akoso car bo bonkrofo esan mirikatenta wo mo dintia Adom kaseɛ ne binum ɛkasae
ya chance ayesi this no kakra bi na aba ye de chance ahwese ne eno ma be kwa mankofo hu se efinary kre no pan no a lot of it no be CCDs quality there won't me abuse no kra enti se ye de cost CCDs quality no wo munim no eno ana wo monsa beka ndo momo aye ne yensum sama ye
enti we brodo de ewa santemantemu ya enei wo mo akire mu se niema bo ayedinti brodo ne kase wo mo ateso na wote se oba pani ene Adom kase edi enkommo no na yebekọ akache de no ebiem nansa na no yemmunwura yensam foforo mu abamu 19 years nso se nyame amamu anensete ni nyina ne se ne nyonku bi ring da ho no wakofa de ahye ne nsa na se wo no boy no yesaka wani ring na ho mre no abrante na wakofa ye nim ene wabuso na etene nsa Adom kase Kofi Agye ediso
ene se small boy no obini adamfo kawa ene da ho no wakofa kawa no ene ode share into ode share ne nyina wo area ene ode kawa ne share ne nsa to ode kawa ne share ne nsa no ene ode ko dai Friday ti ade chi Saturday anapa oso oyi kawa na kawa ne ntumi yi ene omfo so ya na omubu kawa na half se de be ya ombetuma yi kawa ne free ne nsa nti omubu ye no ana half na aka no emia ne nsa no ewu awura dompe ekosi dompe ni so nti wo ye den a ontumi yi nsa na eti ti boy no sua na osu nti me beduru ya na me de betu we se obi ye frɛ kawa wura no ama me sister no ne kasa wo se chese omunya akwala foforo emoja ansa na omotuma yi kawa no efiri ne nsa but you say any about many said be yo mbenya moja ne bia ebetumi ama no ho atona momo yi kawa na efiri ne nsa Badwam penim ewura namnum terms of video ne say o mo yi ne so mo phone so hanti ewura Adom penim ama omuyi a ontumi nyi wia ewuram ama wotwe a entwe tese ne nsa ne se mutwa ti anadwo na esi
Yes, I'm quite cheap now. Young call a catching a flower coin or so. Yeah, and they are 10 years and you kada Shenkani, a shenya, a year opel oven or Shenkani de about warmo. I did share a book for a moment to see a coin officer way and your dear candy cast a bonk for so a hey and see ye. I don't cast any be ekasai.
Everybody should work them. We are doing right today. We are doing right today. I tell you we are shouting for help. We still receive to come out. Let him
Asankafo bi a wo memu titiw ne nkran se enei wo mobonyo so sa ban se to wo ba betutumu na Adom kase ne bi no mo edi nkomo o se sa ban nim na to no wotumu a ene wo mbehunu bibi kakra
Pama driver fu yen ko strike one day abanko bebon ontumi ntua na yen de bia aban bia ba oje income fie ho yen nya bi mfi ne ho adenti hwekofo du akwan na amso akufa do kwa convoy ne anim on tehwe yen nam so ya hunam nyina ya ebe fie yen sisi yen yerim da ye hu ye se ye nuanom adenti na se ba ne sa to ni de otusu demonstration yen so ye be ye bi
ekwan papa ben pa na nam so Ghana ha uko Dubai uko Arab country omo mu ni abuo omo kra abuo so hom kwan nam so edit na abuo atwa ye ho asia na ye kwan ye na chese niamamu a na ye to na drafo ho kire wom enti no say increment e ba drafo nso ye be ye na say nye ya demonstration ya ye nso ye be na fi yahwe na no be kire no ma we mu
obetutom David to die yampene na nado ya na ye to abama no e kwan no kran ye e free eko kasoa
Yentwaso na yenkonsam ne mu na New Patriotic Party Women's Wing ewo Kade constituency wapoye mantel mu sebraso mampani adodan kwakufu adokwa bibrem mensi no emu no yoba se mensi crash pani wose mema na di so anso wo mu hu hwe ebraso se wose aban ne sesem edi oba edi wonso
Mama na ko bia ye hu she enti oba ne mra oba nso de obadaye oba de ye ko ne nchen kokosu na ye kan asami tire no a obehu ye mobo ye sra na na ado keze Kade municipal assembly ye hia oba ye hia DCE oba ye hia MCE oba yes mama na kwa yasra oba bia unity na na fa no mai Kade constituency yasra mara mo oba nkobi na ma ye bra na ma cha ya ha this ni ba na akobi wa ha the my people bad nkobi yasra mo nse yesufre
Mamenyere no so mfa ha Adom kase Badwam de no ensi ha Mididi afia amankwa tamaklomeko yakudie mu nsam Professor Ike Wallace aykrado ede ba yewia afisam ene mpensem mu so to aso mfiri ha pramoto nso ansam foforo ede bebramo
Efio na fe ntintom e Ghana nkomom dia na se Ghana Olympic Committee enra ana ade Olympic election no 18 times so e Ghana hye so anoma na san hyehye yi mu no na komo hwani senka Ghana yen hwese bitia ko Olympic Games na ba sana mepem no e de atentam so na so mpenfo ampene se nyina so nto aba no emunamunu ya na afi yen pepenye obitia sabo ma nema etia koyi enura mpaniam pa ide abato ne hyehyɛ so no na otimi sampa o ma hyehyɛ ase bi nso atuen sa di nkunum abato nim na mu ne ani kampa ne sɛ odi wani kyerɛ Ghana Olympic Committee presidency na kache a ɛhɔ ana Benunu Mensa the incumbent BNM ana guest ne bon samane ɛfɛ no ohwɛ na hyɛ ne Asia course a oni owura friend sɛ Richard Apukavi papa yi no emranimfo na enkan no so no Ghana Football Association Discipline Committee no di makotene pa ye ka cricket ne hockey ne nkone ba otimi sampa papa yi aboa ama sports no atimi esen tumpontenura no nim sɛ sɛ na nema Asia kɔ no nko akrafia ne sa na so yɛde abato ne tentam so no na Benunu Mensa watimi atwene mu ohwɛ sɛ na hyɛ ne Asia kɔ so a na sɛ 35 votes ana otimi nya ɛkonkɔ nanim ɛwɔ san hyɛ so kwetun san pii ma ne ohwɛ Benunu Mensa he has been re-elected as the president of the Ghana Olympic Committee.
You know, Ghanaians, or I'll say delegates, just decided that, look, elections should be about records and achievements and not propaganda and lies. And for me, I think that's what made a trick for not only me, but all the other members who had endorsed my leadership, and I've also endorsed their position on the various positions that they were also contesting. So it wasn't, rocket science. It's just achievements and records. And I think that's the direction where we need to go to. Our elections should be based on what you have done, what you can do, your leadership quality, and that is, once we limit it to that criteria, we'll have less and less, propaganda and insults and lies in our sports. We need credible brand, and we need to all work at it.
And see, Benunu Mensa, BNM, and I'll tell you, can say, re-elected as the Ghana Olympic Committee chairman. Now, what an inaugural speech, it turns out to your team sample. Say, near why, yeah, and a bit answer to Abwa, a man named for 14 and South Tomo to GD passes a Benyado, a Janan to a Sony Kumans and a Pubri, it's a day, Jumedia with Diano, a dear Etiabua pa. Yen train so hard, a San Commune Richard Apukavi, Maninfo, Esquire, as your train come Ubitan say, or no sooner cooperate side debris, saying any city at the manor, or senior friend said disappointments in the ultimate sampa, or Fabia Barano, I was Sabatua, a tough man running.
I didn't expect to lose, but as a sports person, I understand that when you go for any competition, you can win or lose, and therefore I respect the decision of the delegates.
Disappointing?
Yes, disappointed, yes. But like as I said, that's part of being a sportsman. I've been a sportsman all my life. I've competed at various levels, won some, lost some. When you win, you're happy. That's normal. You're excited. When you lose, you're disappointed. And so it's okay to be disappointed.
Richard Apukavi now no ever pre Ghana Olympic Committee President and Kano General Secretary Edema and Secretary General Edema Ghana Olympic Committee and or say why disappointed. Nabema bu say or share delegates and him now near Mokasa Peka Crass and DP so the member Munabisi Sabrino. Omentian to a band from an idiot Sampa and Yadia Elkoyi Kra, Yamiadoma or some conway blue which will be the Aba. Minister for Youth and Sports for Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, or also Elko PM or Sanchez can say. We the first programmer or didn't need to answer and also didn't speech it by say Ghana you go so elk can say Asha Sebia you beat me SC Stadium they able host to the African Games no El Ghana share so now Olympic Committee one more and disciplines I would only a show must say say it me to abandon Benunu Mensa dia omjidi pass a kwana bi omo benantimu say you e dia komo bo sha asase so.
The GOC being an important stakeholder and ally in the promotion and development of sports in the country, government is keen in seeing the progress of the GOC, as its success or otherwise will have direct impact on our country's sports development vision and international image. As the National Olympic Committee of our great country, with a mandate to promote and facilitate our country participation in Olympic Games and other competitions such as the Commonwealth Games, government is even more determined for greater collaboration with the GOC and other federations to ensure successful realization of the objective mentioned earlier. Whatever we do as a government, GOC, Association or Federation, the ultimate objective for all of us is to develop our sports and represent our dear country well at international competition, especially the Olympic Games, Commonwealth, and African Games. Nations are already preparing for the rescheduled Tokyo Olympics. And in 2023, our country, Ghana, our dear country, will host the African Games. These competitions are special and important for all stakeholders to come together and to ensure that we take the needed steps to reach the desired height of our country in all aspects: preparation, organization, and participation.
And the Honorable Yusuf, the latest and the freshest Minister for Youth and Sports in Ghana. Now, back continent, and so I'm second TV sports minister for apart from Ghana and Tim Sam Papa Pay, within Emery, or Chesabar can come in here to Pierre for Giants and Yamia Duma, send the city piano, the African Games, Ghana, between San who's to almost your name say, woman, you see any in Dumukua who out on Becum Tia from Hona for Mashabwa, and my son, Chesson Kuno, Etienne Sanqui, Minister, one of them, I was saying, easier course. For the benefit of those who just tune in to watch Adom TV, and almost so much more than Kakran, my Mr. Timu Farmer view, so Hesson and Emma is course of full winners of the GOC elections in any view. Rabbi Nuno Mensa, weightlifting, Federation as Anufi as the chairman, and then Wasabi Winnie, GOC presidency in Tono, and Esa Twasu Bill, we BNM Twaso, and Edemano. About first vice chairman, Edia Paul Achu, on volleyball, and the buy. On also on say Paula Chutwaso, and after second vice and so a Frederick Kutulati, Taekwondo his Honufi, on also second vice chairman, on say on Twaso, third vice and Muhammad Mahadi fencing, a cancer fence now, on the sword and the Okon, chan, and the yes, I'm the sword, and as a second, and the Okon air fencing, on also a PM Honma, or third vice president, now Ucha Charles was as be the barrister and Centuria. Then ya bresen ko pesa di breno utwane femfram e wo sana hye etie course no secretary general Mohammed Shanu ono so manifo ono so cycling ono ana beje side brandi sin so na fi deputy secretary general ebe honorable Ahmed Shaibu weightlifting omo peja ka mu na de mu du no wo mu enso crofo no ana bedi side breno ya back treasure dia na Sir Frederick Champon football ana ofi enkan na obata as good ho ana resign the as good ekopiem executive committee of the Ghana Football Association akachia oresa na ma AC ekoso wasade football asambe pima on eba be treasure e de ama Ghana Olympic Committee no afi deputy treasurer no Isaac Abuajibia on also tennis ana on also edeba ya on also ede abeje fans camera e wa batwa and also 18 esato family way the latest and the freshest executives for Ghana Olympic Committee ana masa team kakra ede ama e wasana omohyehyɛ no so eguso ekonim but yen konkra fufum na afei hwɛ sana nema AC Kodia coach Bashir Hayford was expected say ene abrantia na din Victorian Adebayo wasambe pm ne deke kwambia no obetia fire up ama league campaign no yema tia koyi ede ama Legon City o mutwumadi a omudim amafo beka na sentem Legon City edwanya mo kra omo etare a na wai omhyehyɛ na adwiri ombempema na atete batane Victorian Adebayo wasaba ne de obebo goals no assesses and sevens na boa emoma momhom so e wo league log no so ama niama akoye de mom coach Bashir Hayford ono marking central for grammar ono coach edema Legon City ni komoni
use it for fufu. Now somebody brings in plantain and you know that cassava and plantain makes it better than only cassava. So he is a very good player. You all know, you testify for it, and then you know Legon City always going for the best. He is coming to augment our attacking force, and because we all know him, I think he's going to deliver for us. We are going to provide all the environment for him to improve and to deliver. And so we are praying for him that God gives him the knowledge to within the short time that he's going to stay with us, he delivers for you to see that he is still Adebayo.
The coach Bashir Hayford ono anakita Legon City as the technical head and now tenant can say ordinary come to just say ampa say comfortable ne crap akoko de na musu a enye ne nan ba question intakram sa ne nan ba question intakram bia na ne ya obeyi esi wono bo nso wo so say koso emwa ema ne ma tien ku info to makofa Victorian Adebayo aba otim sampa board ye fisisi ko de wa bebo ni akoma ko Legon City game no bonsa paniama ekwe de mo channels mam se Legon City womo ewo general captain of the senior national soccer team Black Stars of Ghana na sentem yemfre no ewo mo campa wono so boa emaniama etia kwe na so se obi hunu ewo starting lineup ni pa de tofia kwa ebi nsi da enti enei omo de Victorian Adebayo a otiapo na ne ball bogu so koso no na ba omo gidi so obetia beboa emaniama etia tutuyi e de amom we su na migina na me de nenson koma saka wo Ghana gudiem no etia jao utie sa dwumadie dia na na mawoshi bobo ashi kaneshi agbogbuloshi fedabaka kopembo meka dan soma da akoma kofodua sum san kede bodua sma kase brima ponten fade ketekrache kopim so do winiba kasoa nyanya na kwate mpokwa su jamaa ko so mone ne hyeso so ga kopeda bala hohoi ekochitu adidome de wani chirem kokko obomi obo nkwati ade wani chichi ma kopim mo shom krum sankore na ukwa akopim na nadoma hina tran ewo do ma hinkru sunyane ne hyeso de wani twen sa chirem ekoko divu a ya mosu kruma obi a tie sena nema esi koso konzimaland outimi sampa hwese ne mesi koso anyinesi ene ne hyeso amanfo tie kokumasi amokum ekọ bantama kwa yiduase de wani twen sa chirem de chem so anei anamafo frɛ ne sɛ dai kem so a otimi sampa obi a hwɛ Adom TV Adom TV bedwam dwumadie so de san koma hodo ensa kan itimi jao channel so ma me sɛ boafo heba de boafo heba na eba no wasan de ne ointment enso atua san kan ho a obubo bi ebetua san boafsa ointment bi so a wodi ebetua san to din betting de mesɛw eno ne 1xbet wo ska ko bi on pass ya obetua ko fa koton fani na ko guso phone kra de odu sai ka ya boy si be moska nti iPhone na mane na dem masika ntwa ho bomodin da sɛ wodi hu baji 1xbet gaming commission na maban so ehu sɛ ampa sɛ mo bia ni ho de mayufu na gise betting teni bet companies no pia de pia gum ba ne papa no 1xbet ho adanse na media mawi utwa ne befu a ana udin befu na mo bet di wa eya nti fadwene kakra ton we san sɛ utwa ne jimie mu lidia utiri babom ɛwɔ sana nema easy ekoso no 1xbet ho adanse ana medi ejawi senior most osmosis on the mic me say kama ye ka betting dia utimi sampa orita free ebo ma nema tia kwedi ma no sɛ dwuma no twanu abet di enyen kwala bet ana afi okekwa ni chima wonderful members of the crew o my boa ma set ni timi san kwedi light ni bibia camera guys ne de o me too fantastic afi o my directly show you for make up to make down ukopima na sɛ esta mo ene o microphone so ha o mo preparatory kama within the Professor Ike Wallace agudi catch back up the only nomenclature the professor's degree in sports the Regina Wallace ni woni ewu ana metremu and of course evidence based sports presentation timejao erade ntina ni ma onya okese yu fe bia ni da so ni emfa onko bia ni da so me so asu dia utimi sampani aka chire ne do so Adom TV ye wazi wi
yɛde ahyia afisɛm kɔmɔ twetwe no aduru so abusia memo wache ne mpre no so nyame de acha yɛn yɛda nyame ase enra yɛn kɔmɔ ana yɛdie wɔ afisɛm so no ene sɛ aware mu atete ebro esu ani adwendwen a etɔda bi a etimi kɔ wia waregya yɛ etɔda bi nso a na obitem efisɛ obisa ne ho sɛ bɛɛmɛ na gyemie ene wama mbaabi ata na wawa me no ne mewo abusia kora mefiri mu nye mefiaware na se a ehefa ena me kɔnti ɔte ho na owu a sa wote ho ani na ne no awu no akwada ne baabi ebi nso se o mofra ne ntime di mitrim enso ahwekra na mofra ne nti a wodi ne trim atena ware bone na se no na wakowu kura agya mofra no obi nso ho a ose de enipa beka nti mekɔ asɔre ebi ade asɔre fo beka mesofo afra me mesofo atu mefonti mintumi ntwe na nimu enwo fom ana mintumi ntwe na no nwo fom enso na ono ɔte na ade ho na owu enti trosam se de yaka bom no yentitim enti se wobi ni waka bom na wo kunwu a trosam se enti entitim well eno ho anoyie no ye ne empanifo ebedi enkomo na watumi ate wo ho ase se na be ya wotabia no no afide kɔ obeye o homework yie boame na ye na Franco Trading Enterprise ase efise yetena se ya ne nyumade a wode so ya sen enti na ma ye nya kwanya no edi enkomo Franco se men kan cho se wadwene ho se ewiase aye ba ye nsatie nyina anya pe enti ebi de wa na ebi de etie enti mobile phone no sa na ne botie de oboto mbasoso bia no ebi o Franco ko ho ne kotobi TV nso na wo power brand no Franco a wo ko ho a wo benya biato adeche na de to Adom TV ene ho se wo hwe TV so ho enti TV ne phone ne akade bi sa na wo hia de a number na wo frɛ na one Franco fo adi nkomo no 0246 422 338 and 0546 133-188. Franco Trading Enterprise there. Still no phone papa fee. Intimeka o se cover no ho ba yirawo. But to the chef is te henye fedi agro. Now so aba ne santi yemia ye ni so atiase. I was saying yen nkomo no na mum happy birthday kese enko Emma Mami Elizabeth Abna Oliane we efi Esther Ann ho. It's a happy birthday to you and a happy birthday ne bin so enko Benis Ejei ora yire Benis Ejei yen ya coffee Ejei na yire no Kolebu Intensive Care Unit and e wa woda Ben mo wa woda papa ukun se me kan to so love you. Ebusia yemfa eno ensi hanum se na afa yenko mo cheche no se no a na ne ora bet crampa ne suffer Kingsley ne di nkomo suffer Kingsley nyanten ne komedu ha but ora crampa ye krado nti menene toa yenko mo cheche no so mira crampa pacha me watching
ejo so mame
me da se so age me so me gidi se adom ne nti efiefo nyina ho ye
Eradi Adom bibia ye fine and patch also what to say.
Eradi Adom so me ho ye pa. Eyi so for crampe ye nto ye nkomo church enura ba bia ye de si ye no ena ye to aso afri say. Obi wo ho a ye fa no said ye enura brobro so no nyina nani amma ne ho so. Se nani ba ne ho so mpo a se oye yere anase oye kunu eti aware na se. Owu obi wo ho anya bro ne ye bro no. Na mum anokasa kura antikura no owu. Enso osimi jawade no a nipa bekasa makwa aware na magyae abusuafo kra bepome ono kra na abusuafie ho kra dan bia ni ho no ma wone ne ma no kwa kosium so ho enti ni nyina ya adwendwen na ote ho mpacho eba no se ye ni ama ye ho so na ekodu sam pempenso na kyosem se yakabo mutimi entitimti entra ho ne enwo ho
Yo medofo medawase na machia Adom matiefo ne wona wo mo so ehwe ye nyina sasim we ne na yeta ka ne tambia se Bible said ye maka bomu no ema obi entity ana mema obi a entity na medofo question ba ko asosofo ya na me asmeta busa me ho busa nkofo ne se na aware no ne nyina na yodi onyame na aka bomu ana ana the fact say eba puppet any
emese aye bibia ho Ghana ne wo no nsi ogugu kakra ne de ho nhuma na ye den betwetwa si but they na suffer crampa ebisa na ye no kwasem o ne nyina na nyame na aka bom anase the fact say ye koto gown fita no na brother yi so she ne coat no oho ne ye kosira so aso dem anase ye koye na so dem ko se kawa na so dem nti eye nyame na esira so. I think that's a very big question. Nti ye boy ahomodен se ora crampa ba ye bedi sankomo no but me ma won so akwanya na wafre 0302211701 0302211702 0302211703 na 0302211704 sa numbers you know ebrepem no wafre Mr. Omenfre sesia de ye je afutusem no ebia ya no nsi wafutusem nim no afa ewu fra ba ho se ene wasem bi aka asie ni so ho ebia na afa na wode o TV no ato Adom TV a anopai ye di nkomo ewo afisem so enkomodie no asenti eda so a ye bisa ne se ebia na mani kan hu oba ne ye mani kan hu be ma ne ye ne niam nketenkete ba ko bia na wo ye no manfa na sem me fa ne se ye odo asem ne bia ne sa nanso ye be kabo mu so yire ne okun wie no afa de okunu ne wu oba ne so ewu eba ne sa wanya kotena ware na se no emofra no nti de nipa bekanti me sofo se me papa se me ntena ho sa me ma me se ware de sa na tie entime ntena ho sa na eno ene enkomo a ye di no anopai ora krampa aba ahoma no so eti zoom na moayen afa yanya ne tetefo so mira krampa mpacho nti de no anogu so ho ka no mesro yeti o
yo me pacho metase na me kase aware no Bible aka o se ni amaka bom no mema obia entity na aware no ni nyinara na eye de onyame aka bom na the fact say eba puppet animo no na cheso nyame na aka ni nyina boma na enoma bebre koso enipa bu no mogu o mani bebrebe so enoma bebre na ewura ware bebrebe mu na baba bidru ho aware ni bi ho no mokra wonya we baba bidru animu ho no mo no na nipa no kra no onyi sen waye noma bebrebe ni ade. And the question is that our na ba popita ni ma na se wo fie na asofo ye kokko hira so ni nyina na ye di onyame aka boma na ni nyina metumi aka si so our bi o ho a nipa no onyankopon ni nsa nim oh na so so na no nipa no ba bi ofri bia no ye fi si Ghana ha ye si ye kristofo nti no ofi ba bia onko aso dem da onko asoro onya hwe be ma ka so be ware no a na omumi no no makwa ko hu sofo bi ne de o makọ popita ni mi akwa ko hira ware so sa no ma we nyina aka ho bi na ama ene amane a ye hunu ya ekum bai enyina eba enti sa ware ni nyinara na se firi nyame dia then let us be o hono mo a ye betumi a resolving from different angle say dia okay mini ba bia meche enkwala mi nya ba bi mfo mo nko enipa beka se asori amitimo beka se enti na wo ti aware no ho saa ne ye bro saa ne ye kun se di bi mu ewu ya na dabi enkwa ya na kasa life is precious enkwa ya dia ehuhia unwu ya wunimi ne ya wubenya wunimi ne enti a wonyankopon ede wo ba asase so se wunimi dia ene na ewo se ade bi ebetu bia na ewo se wutumi konyame nche no wutumi bua na free sa akwas because Jeremiah am I tia so smini ma twene kura me twene fa wo ho na yenyankopon ye som no no so me nya sure so wo sa adwene we fa ye ho se kotena be ma so ana akwa ware ase na bema emro saa to the sense of between the belt to hook near the nyina bobo saa enti yankase ya na mo bia yetu ene ye ho pe wiase noma ene noma bia ye pese ye ne pretende ye pese bendi no krama ye ho obi e ware yesu ye pese e ware bi saa noma we nyina na me dofo ede akwa kopi ba bi eti na se koba ne saa de a ye o se ye ne se e was separation etumi eba. You need to first separate them. And it's also separate you no now fe no we kwatena ha na bo am afi what me ahwe ensem no nyina yi because we are no se nipa e ka wo nko a e ya na otumi nya bre etumi de dwene ho you face realities when you are alone. And it's a be ma no kwatena baabi sorry na oba no so kwatena baabi a ebebo am omienu no wo no mo deal differently a ebebo na fe later no se was so sand o mo ba mu bie wa sand o ma ba metumi aka cho se awaija ye enye awaija ye medofo enye but ye nyina no we are hiding behind what the Bible is saying and I ye ma kwan ma de ekoso na ekoso but eto de e den a na se wo separate na se still na no enye yi na ni pakro no check na wo sa adwenboni aba ni trimu a ni also ye ne se untumi ware oba na enye na wod na kwa akoma na busuafo ba bia wo fa no that is it
Mpacha wo ye fa de se bia be ma no wonya ahoboa se wo de wo ko because se bia de wo ko ma abusuan so wo mo nsem on baby sa mpacha eno sa no so wo de twen no fa wonko because obeji wo fi abusuan ho won
I was all do ko abusuan no nsem on mo busa no na ne sen na che se ntokwa e koso ne bro abu ni nyina na abusuan ne nya awe na abusuan wo mo ya awe se ye bu ye bayi ye wo faasi ye bro no na ye hwe pra wo prepra ne ade a te se de America se me kokko hu bia me kokkochi abranti tum ya that's a wo sister na no komra me dwine ho am ntiasie because te se de America is no lady no emma me ni o ma me ni papa wu ti ni wo fa no na eteki care okoho bia no ma pam ne so nsama okoho bia no ma pam ne so nsama enti no we ya ye Kenya ebia wuwe no for all you know no they went there to inform their parents but all man say nyehwe number 1 obi o no ma ye be preso ma ware na gu a oba hwan na ba be ware no e de ne ye ba be nti kwana be ma no hwe wo sa ba mi ni aba ti da bia ya na so ma me kan say oba bia make sure say o wona djuma o ye oba biara and sacrifice na djuma and ma ware da I have said it countless times don't do that. Because a never buy a economical situation a woman no menja wajuma because of our reality because a wouldn't be sorry wouldn't be na one kasa won't to me come na situation in that is when you become so vulnerable ɛno na ɛma wontumi nyɛ nea ɛwɔ sɛ woyɛ na ade no so yɛ a na ɛhyɛ aseɛ wɔ from the beginning no a no bɛhu a na wayɛ so hɔ no about to bɛrima no for example aware a yɛba bɛwareɛ no maame ɛnnɛ sɛ nka bɛrima ɛbɛhyia baaba bɛyɛ ɔbaa ho adeɛ a ɛyɛ hwan na ɛwɔ sɛ take care of engagement no ne refreshment ɛyɛ ɔbaa ne papa ɛne ɔbaa ne maame nso ɛnnɛ nyɛ saa na wohu no bɛrima a ɔwɔkɔ fie hɔ no na wɔse ayi sika ama ɔbaa no na ɔde ama ne nkurɔfoɔ sɛ gye ne fa yɛ aduane na ɛyɛ dɛn na meba wo fie bɛsra wo na mase ama wo sika sɛ gye ne fa tɔmɔɔto ma me nom ɛnyɛ ne saa nti ɛwɔ sɛ nka ɔbaa ne ɛba bɛyɛ ne ho adeɛ no ɔno ankasa ne maame ɛne ne papa nom ne ne nua ne wɔfa nom ɛna ɛtumi take care of saa yɛba bɛyɛ ne ho adeɛ no aduane kakra a yɛbɛsɛɛvu ne ade no because ahɔhoɔ ne ɛbɛsie nti wo na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔhwɛ wɔ mu na me bɛrima me ba bɛyɛ ɔbaa no ho adeɛ no meama sua yi sika ama mo sɛ mo nsa no aduane ma me nkurɔfoɔ ni ne adeɛ you see menia ɛnɔɔma bi wɔ hɔnom a ɛkɔ so wɔ abrabom but yɛnhu sɛ a repay of the respect of the family because biribiaa na wɔsɛ firi bɛrima no na ɛba biribiaa wɔsɛ firi bɛrima no na ɛba ebi wɔ hɔ kɔ mu nya nware yɛ koraa no na yɛde bill bi ama bɛrima no ɛna ɛne sɛ yi ɛna ɔmaame nte apɔ ɛna ɔpapa nte apɔ ɛna dan ne nwunu ɛwɔ sɛ ɔkɔfa kapentani ɛna kwame ɔhe ma ne mmɛboa ɛwɔyɛ ɛna ma ne mmɛɛsɛ yɛ nti bɛrima no mama kora ma wɔbɔ awura abusua no ma na wo sɛ abusua no tokuro dam hwii nim nti ɔni value biaa ɛde ma ɔbaa no a ɔbaabaa bɛwae no no nti ɔware sisi apɛ na frustration hyɛ aseɛ setting in na sika ni hɔ ahokyerɛ ba mu pɛ afei wobɛhu sɛ na ɔde abufuo ne adeɛ no na wɔde ɛkɔ ɔbaa no so na akɔɛ sɛ mekora ɔbaa bɛɛ koraa no makɔ akɔfa ne nkyerɛ wedeɛ ɔbɛyɛ koraa ɔnkɔ sɛ saa adwene nya ba mu pa a wobɛhu sɛ ne walusu respect bi ɔde ma ɔbaa no biara nti ɔyɛ adeɛ a na ne bufuo a na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔsɛne ne nsa wɔ no so yɛka ebi mu sɛ da bo mmaa no sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a mmaa no bɛtumi agya awareɛ no ɔmakɔ because ɔno ka sɛ ɔmpɛ obio a ɔnim sɛ ɔbɛbɔ ɛti sɛ ɔboro saa no a na sɛ wogya hɔ na wokɔ deɛ a ɛneɛ ne wɔhu saa sɛ ɛneɛ woa na wagya hɔ na wokɔ nti ɔnyɛ adeɛ ɔno no obia
ɔrɛ krapa me sɛ ɔgyina ha ma me ɛm sɛ anɔpɛ wama nkɔmmɔ no ɛmu adɔ kora kyɛn sɛdeɛ na yɛsusu no no yɛnkɔ yɛ akyi kakra asaseɛ no woma yɛte aseɛ sɛ asɛmbisa no ne sɛ the fact say kasa say yɛsɛ yɛka bɔ mu bia no meyɛ ntitim no awareɛ no bebree wɔ hɔ a nyame na aka bɔ mu ana enti yɛtie deɛ wo kan nyina na kyɛ sɛ right from the beginning no wo kura mohyia ma wonyam dada kura nsa na saa yɛforo bi no yɛgyina so dem hɔ a yɛyɛ enti ɛno yɛ deɛ etia awareɛ no ankasa deɛ dikan a nipa ebu n'ani agu so deɛ ɛtɔ mienu adeɛ a yɛfrɛ no sɛ amammerɛ ne amanneɛ sɛ yɛyɛ ɔbaa ho adeɛ a enuane a yɛde bɛsoma hɔ hɔ sɛ fi ɔbaa no na ne bɔtɔm no asa fi bɛrima no hɔ kra na aba eti amammerɛ ne amane afam no ɛhɔ no nso kra no wasa afom eti esan sɛ deɛ onipa guo ɛno ano wɔ 20 aware no kɔtena se awie a saa nneɛma na ɔde kan gu na hyase no na afɛ wu kotwa ebi no no ho
ɛno no me ne aba saa na deɛ ne tie ɔho na ɔn sɛ aware any relationship biara no adoma ɛkata relationship ho ne ɛbɔ relationship ho ban ɛyɛ respect sɛ wopa respect ne firi ho a biribi yɛ anim biem nti na wɔsɛ wo ne obi yɛ adeɛ wo ne obi bɔ bra na awareɛ no so ne kwan wa nti ɛwɔ sɛ beginning no adeɛ fɛ no buo deɛ ɛwɔ sɛ wɔma kwan ɛma bi ɛda adi ɛkwan bɛɛ so ebi ne nneɔma kakra yɛ ama bobo yi ɛwɔ sɛ wɔtumi yɛ very careful the way you go about it ɛnɛ ɛma ne ɛpa awareɛ no dodo nti no nteteyɛ a yɛde atete no sɛ kristo ni baa no ɔkɔ na ɛnam sɛ ɔpa awareɛ nti no na bɛrima ne divert ne values a yɛde ma no ebi ne sɛ sɛ nne yi wakɔsra bɛrima abɔ 7 na wakra sɛ ɔmedi mirika meekɔ fie adɛn ma menkɔ fie because yɛdeɛ ɛmmɔ yɛ 8 o'clock wɔ abɔnten wokɔka a yɛsɛbesɛbe ɛka sɛ sɛ lɛde ɔbaa bɛni adɛn ɔnte aseɛ ma wo but neɛ wɔ sɛ wohu ne sɛ wotumi yɛ saa adeɛ na wokɔ so gyina wo nan so a bɛrima no ma ne nya hɔ no nkɔfa wɔ ma ɔmo bɛma ne kwan no bi ɛdu sɛ ɔware a ɔbɛba abɛhwɛ wɔkyerɛ kwan because ɔma no ahu sɛ ɛbuo bi ɛwɔ hɔ ɛberɛ a ɔfrɛ wɔ no a wɔne wodi nkɔmmɔde asɛm na akaeɛ mepakyɛ ɔfa to so mɛfrɛ wo back na meyɛ aduane ama me papa mewie a mɛfrɛ wo weideɛ nte saa weideɛ yɛntaa nte saa na ɔma no bi ɛnɛ wo nte saa nsɛnsɛm no bi ɛnna aberanteɛ no akɔ akɔsra no no mpo no na ɔte hɔ no wotum sɛ ne kasa bi a ɔkasa kyerɛ maame no anaa papa no yɛteɛ mu frɛ no no chick bi a wɔtu ma ne maame no ne adeɛ no wankasa wote hɔ atum sɛ sɛ ebuo bi anhyɛ da ni hɔ you see
So why my respect and yet the cultivation of a relationship no. And men man do na do ko wia because our area we there atwumutanya frustration no how any pain kakra. But out of lack of maturity no they bring to me handle sa de ni enti e basa na be man e agu na e woni mo no ahase na o throw himself about. And you need to make sure that before you enter into the house of the man, number one, oh vision with the edebo bra, when is wadi who be when is so. Number two, what me a see vukakra, braba mo bono, and then ya more yeno. One kasan who be kakra, more worry no to me contribute ye any idea. The toss to be making sure say what me a left of family. Integrity ye pa was amprachina one and son about them. My brantin who say wound ya baby a ubuno. My brantin who say wound ya man mubuo. My brantin who says a woman no papa won't see one of because woman yana ubuo ye pa. My brantin who says Sabiak 2 year pounds ye, not your tosubium. My brantin who say we Christoni. Ebina na Bible say we should not be yoked with unbelievers. And he said, my only 1 year Christopher and come with the DNT and Alcofa Bema when you Christo need never sorry them. Now, baby, your wedding. Oh, yeah, what's it doing? Yamia can't boom and my entity. On Yamina Babu Nanaka. Several my fire 1 year day. And Mata, ye know more munya believers and our more money a doctrine senior panel. Yet to me no more come munya tibia. Bible nankasa can say 2 people cannot walk unless they agree. So how can you agree with somebody who is an unbeliever? Now what time no had na baba be na popitenim. Ye busawa said intina oda brante ya also a God fearing. God fearing no one kasa no how are you God fearing? Which me say see who so be a God fearing. The piano our real more where they will say everything that will convince you for you to put them together. But they are no more say Ura wari ni mo a yaka ene dɔɔso afei na nipa ne nisu ene ne ban ankasa ɛba bi pie abɔnten ɛnam kwan a wofa so ade ura wari ni mu nti no owura bi na sɛ bɛrima ne tiatia na bɛrima ne dwoodwo na wontumi nka because ɔba bɛpɔ trakyerɛ namfoɔ ɔbɛpɔ trakyerɛ sɔfo ɔbɛpɔ trakyerɛ ne maame nim sɛ aberanteɛ no ɔyɛ holier than thou aberanteɛ no yɛ kama aberanteɛ no yɛ gentle ɛno nti no ɛba saa ne yɛyɛ ne biribi saa wontumi nka Don't want to feel say a gentility and no tire ni panabo, a one suit or one tire come any idea, and no yet gentility, and no be as with you a gentle, or be a gentle ni ubia, a dear nebufunans to me homeso, or to me munsukuso, or to me cananutum, or be a gentle no be a winim as a meme muzzles, said Bermano, many oba muzzles in your pet. No yet gentle, a near winim or bad dear. Yen three years our basso, any dictionary mention yan treme. So, but yen mini panababa bra, near Kakushi any pano baby, or Nichika to Bango Kokushia Brantiano. Into a will see about time or to an office and a brabuniana to the time of doing a brabuniana, or our buyer, oh hello, near the enter, sir. Wouldn't him be any pacono, wouldn't be at a table, wouldn't him your turn and chain, wouldn't him how a situation is here, every clock or turn of a bench or barracks be. And to win send me a whole life with share, but when you are winning, baby, and now will be about counseling. When you are mobile counseling, now Uber realize say almost so much can plan for 4 years. I feel in a meal, Madam Baba, but after Uber running test at the Ama woman, any counseling I will go through, you realize that the lady does not know the guy for even 5%.
Wow,
it's so sad.
That's not much can plan 4 years.
Oh, ebi kura bro.
I see.
Yeah, ebi bro. Obi chimpra 18 years. I'm worried 4 months ago. I'm chimpra 18 good years. 4 months ago. And the longer time you spend the relationship, does not justify. Say, oh, I be you win nama.
Okay.
Only the better sa and so we no own share no own sanity onim bibia. Sam to kwanto koya yeke bebre so tribalism. Because minimum bia obo oba no sa all because or say omo baba be waren. Bema no stress omo baba wano oba ni fie 4 year ni amo hu simbi because of tribal differences the trail na ehye no enti na wo ko ja ware no but when ya na san years okay ni o ware dia or the be pay omo off enti obo oba no because of nia ne ma menem ni nia no body language bi ne no ma bi omo ye ema brante no hu say baby onu free no woman enye ho nti ode hu yaudi na ode bo oba na sa ewo na oye sa na ayede we ya ye ka minia ne awerɛho wɔ mu ne sɛ dodoɔ na so ɛbo mɛ ne dodoɔ na so a wɔ mu dwodwo mɛma emu mɛma ɛyɛ saa no mɛ dodoɔ na so kɔ asɔre nti asɔre na ayɛ kɔ no ɛde adeɛ na yɛ kusua ɛde ba adeɛ na yɛ kɔ ayɛ ka kyerɛ yɛ nsɛm bɛɛ na yɛ kɔ a yɛte na so yɛ wɔ adwene bi sɛ awareɛ na yɛ tim yɛ bebu ho akonta na na wɔtumi afa adeɛ na wɔde abɔ ɔbaa wɔtumi afa ayi wɔ mpaboa na wɔbutu ɔbaa obi obutu ne yere ma ne yere no pɔn yɛ ɔbaa adɛn for what
okay enti anɔpɛi mene owura Albert Krampa ɛna edi nkɔmmɔ yi ɔyɛ fotofoɔ ɔyɛ tenene anaasɛ counselor ɔbɛboa ama w'ani aba ho so enti sisters no a mo se mepɛ God fearing ɔyɛ God fearing oh bra we dey me oh God ɔyɛ gentle power ɛna owura Albert Krampa bisa wasɛm anɔpɛi sɛ one kasakra how God fearing are you ena wo akwa asesi obi akoka se oye God fearing me gidi se na no wudi san komo ni bi ama breda yi se de wotie no ankasa no tuntum nso wa paint no fita ama se woye bibi kura wontimi nkoka because kai yi wa na akwaje besia toye enso se breda na toma me edan yi kura wa na akɔhanye ena mo ne be ma yitim nso se breda na han ma me wa ma ne so ma se wonyi onyi nso ntimi nka we did so your homework from here. Na yenin komo 0302211701 0302211702 0302211703 na yenin komo ora Krampa mpacho ye twen se afrafo no ebefre no na me bisa se ene na hwan e na aso aware fi se metie de oka ye ni nyina ne counselor no mo eba monim fato ho a ode amaye ne sede aye a etie enso yentumi hu ni akoma wie ye koma wie na afa ye ni so ye ya no hwan na aso aware
yo many ba me da ye wa so aware ene ne aware ready sell obetumi accept obi aba the kind of no matter how the person is ono no wa so aware the acceptance mame acceptance is one of the major problem I worry you but yeah, if you say you are sharing the etibum, but they have not accepted each other. So what you mean when you say make a worry, saying I'm a tear, saying yet a tear me, baby I'm a fee benny, or ban so a messiano, or no so baby you fee benny, and you likely say the way I miss it here and yes I know so by yet, you toss me you mean to me for so on yet to send me, and I mean so what some miss me if I calm it down. Because many normal people when you come to the point of knowing how to accept somebody, no matter how that is when why you mature so be worry.
Jo, me da say enti afi we hu se wa so aware ana won so ya me gide se we hu ye be san aba ho bi na say ye ka fi mema ne ho ba ma ne ho ye be ka fi ma ne ho so akomema ne ho mira Krampa me se oja soma me kakra na ye fa afrafo no be. Hello Nana siao we ni me ya na no pede ye ja ne kwan o etwa mu kura che dada hello Nana siao Nana dum TV no ahu na ne me nkasa fa phone no so why
hello
oh Nana
yeah.
Aha
oh okay that's good. Let me bato what me na me baso kakra.
Bacho kwan da ho metio.
Oh okay. Aware na ya ware na ne no. On ke bato ti na ware no. Yenti a egu bebebe ne entokwa no. Fiade kaka me hu afri mu ne se. Aware no ye di fie mpanimfo agane enom na ware. The Bible na ti ye de ware no. But don't tell me.
Papa.
Bible na dam awade ba ku kura di mu a ye de kwa asore dem. Awade ba ku kura ni ho a so fu bi betima ka tell me say. Sa awade we ye de kwa asore dan we ni. So
me nte wase papa
ba ye court no mu a awari ebu na ye asore dem adintia
Tẹ̀sí tó ló pàkó wà rẹ̀ à. Ó yàn tẹ̀ máa ti tiẹ̀ nílé.
Na esi a mesra obra bi o mesra obra bi o na me te wasem no ye mesra ma me fa me nia be
me na ye asori dem de na egu.
The Blues Camp, hello the Blues Camp.
Camp director.
Hello the Blues Camp.
Oh se me hu ni fa bebre pa o. Me hu ni pa do so because no pa na me bo.
Sana ye pa cho me ni Robert Camp ayeti o.
Woni ba bi kun sai me aware na dudu na egu no.
Me so kire yen.
Kwai be fa so ahia aware ho asem no e wo fam. Te ye be che ma no aware ana be che me ma na aware kasa o be ka kire wo yere. Ana kasa o ba be ka kire wo kunu. E na ma aware egu no. Da ku kasa ne tu ku aware kasa do ho ba ka kire wo ni kunu a be ma no twa no kwa. Ana be ma no ka kire ne yera ba no twa no. En fa su dwe ma. Nti o se hia ta ne ko en fa so kasa ye kunu ho ko en fa so kasa ye yere ho na bi mpaibo tai tuo mpaibo ka ho bi o
yo
mpaibo ka ho bi kasa ene mpaibo ene ma ware ekoso ye jeja ho ta na masa niema ene omu di afisi o asatu we so no o jeja ho a wa ware be guda ayonkusam ayonkugro kasafo Nia ensem fata nti aware le o se sua ne ma bebre asele be wara ya ware sa keke o ye sisi asele di aware
the Blues Camp here that say yeah that say ene wafutu sem no enti anokasa well me jide se fitin no nyina ya boy no so obi o ho a ontene ne nsamo obi o ho nso a omma ekomon ne wo ena obi o ho nso anya se oyefin nemo nanumu asem no wonye bie na no pe utimi hu se na oyam ade nyina no wo mo kra start eye nanum kasa nye nanum kasa nkwa kra kum sunsum mesra won so friend na ye ni sa enkoboy mira crampay na ayi agency akase aso dem no a ye de aware no kono court no bebre no eba court begu no ye de omko aso dem ekowa no na sem no na me shadan ensisi so ye ma me batma me fa mankan na yenhwe na yemua eno hello mankind
yeah
na elembele fo what to say yo
elembele boko
ye danyame ase mankan ye ni komo
mama mo abaso na ye mo aduma senso abaso say
yeah that's
we are very educative yeah on say yeah we say charity begins at home peer group influence dey be adamfobia mo how our money ye etie ye wo binu mo wa omono anwada fo nenam omo tu suban bia enye but ye obi o on fast suban no bi so obefa ye parents no parents teachers association say akola no free eco school dey na o sua dey free dey eco school not dey free school where dey be fie not dey be wi asenim it's also part of what you are discussing and the director say and say your baby an kwan so yen na feta think before you talk is a key in human life.
Wow.
If you be say can say yen na ye mo omode aye den dey expect once we can manage.
Mankind me that say me ne ma hwefo ye that so mankind dey ade ba ye no na say charity begins at home to dey ye hu ne nei no efifom na afefa basro na think before you talk. Okay. Yemfa yenu yin so hello. Pacho udi no mantini ye.
Sam Swedro.
Oh, Sam. Okay, Sam Pacho me chia Swedro for na Swedro no mfante de na achem de no.
Aguna de no
Swedro. Aha, me chia aguna Swedro for nyina why?
Swedro for nyina.
Yo me da se Pacho ye ni nkomo yi. Hello Sam, wo ho?
Am Pacho mo ha.
Pacho me tie o.
Aha. The counselor neka. Excellent, but this is here I go away and say emba na aba no wo mu ni abotre to say ma menom what you say bibia on si abotre ni kunu nka o te asem na no de nam abotre ni e ma menom no mo abotre eti o mu kunu mu asem what you say and then ma na aba no abotre kitu a kwani o se oni ni kunu kasa o ha ebu bienim aso no kowa ni kunu no so acha say bem bien wa bunu o tubo asene ne kasa eye di opese wo ye bana obeye bibi so obebo ana obeti debi
Okay.
Ya no ene di we na ba.
Jo.
Ise man mbre o mo asema o mukunu. Bible meka.
Jo. Sam, me so me da se pa me ne mahwefo ne atiefo ye da se enti Sam enso de no yemfa we somra. Hello.
Hello.
Jessie. Hello, Jessie. Jessie mpacha pomo Jessie ntimi kan yi o. Jessie me so bomode na gina yi efisa wasam no ehia yen pa me da se. Enti Sam dia na no ono so ka no se abotre ye beba so. Ye ko kwabena so. Hello, kwabena.
Madam.
Kwabena na ti say yo.
Pacho mo ye pa.
Sister bia ye obi won. Ana wona wo ye sister bisa.
Oti.
Sister bi ti wakuma. Ana wona wo ti obi wakuma nti onye obejai.
Problem bi wa wole mbebre pen.
Oh, kafra.
Na the experience amenya ne se. Si ye kwa ware a. Nkanka ye mba ma no. Nya abotre anhwehwe ba no. Omo asiye. Omo suban ya de ni ye. Egbe me ko wo ba na na wo efo ka na ode. Na na ko so me ware o mai osi. Unhwe oba no ne ya mesumachi ni ne bi bebre ansa wakọ abusuafo akọsoro oba na ware. Nti be wi ase na bukọ akọ oba no. Afi no ba be ni suban na tu kolese wonu ni epie. Na another account awale bebre aye basa ba bebre egu no. Kimi tu ye nuanom emba ni mema ni na afose. Omu kwa ware a se na enka no penifo no eye no. Omu hwehwe abusua no mu nsam ewom. Se na musubani no omu ni yina tie. Ansa mo ko wura ware no mu. Na ama ndembra omi embe mo ane mbewa mba omore awore bebre egu no. Ye kwanka ne ya chi ni a hwehwe ni mu ye ase de penifo ni ya ke beboye. Me
so me da se pa na che se sebi na ne mpanifo no ye kofie ko bisa wase no sebi na omo nyimi na omo nim ne omo ye sese brother saba sister no wonufuo kakra no woto kakra gu na chi a mo sana sa na ho shape wo bi ni ho shape nso wo ye oba ana owura krampa mebua owura krampa enya asemia na makai wo bi etu abomu nso wo ye yire wo ye ba nti pacho de afrafo no keka ye no yen keka mom na ye fa enye futusem
yo me that na me ko agina na me to say some of us no we are advocating for certain things are which me abo no ebi so meaning that you go for me message bi efi ye and media house because I'm very fear and no say as municipal marriage registry head so I say young family amana yama ma no mo why ye no me exane ade
but I say
maybe
but mantio
and then I make can say now question I will be some of us no say we are advocating for something
okay
and I may advocate for no I'm sorry no make us say number 1 can be a bema baba be warrior aya na yata make mamen tinsi asori die na nkasam yi obo se na ya to promising ring ya show ba no as promising ring the show ba no na ono no nam ho na ebia bibi no bom no watu kwan ana ya transfer ni ko ba bi ana wo mo ntama kakra long distance relationship mame yentumi na ada ye ho da bia oba na wa hye na promising ring no enyo ono kwa no wote sa obetu kwa kokoro foforo so bako wa kuhia obi a ne ono we hu na wani je hu no bo se na bia no nso obi akobi hu no na eno no hwere ma na twetwe enkomoba bo no oba be ye na danfo didi mu sa afodo nwa na oya aware ono no mum na waja wo yesi ho na akwakofa eye ohaw e de aba enti bia na me kan se sebe ma twenya kokoduro no sho oba promising ring dia ene wo oba no so to promising ring bi na so fashion no sabe e be ya se wo so koduru ba bi na o sia kosi obi pa ni papa no so bi sa ne se na se oba bi promising na wo sia ba be semen so me pe se sa no ma no koso a emma eye enoma bi ebetumi asusu akoso enoma pe sa na meka akwai ti setem ya no se mema o kasa bi se ena ma waro do abetra me fie ena me na ma kotiska koyo ho ade ena ma tiska koyo ho asi se se fa cheme asi amantam nipa na bobabi And I could hear can walk up son and on out and about. And what's our real and money memory and I shall you say, ye me moon and ye worry, and you mean a mapotis come about one. Bible say, and yes, or better man quan better, Quanca, and yes, or banqua better. A man or woman Peter woman would be in an costro because of bar or no quite between a tram and a ye. Better man, you were a young and a bravo the way it here own to me at this of for, but or bad in Nikunua or bit me a cana, no quash and colano, I'm a ye. Okay. A man with a certain kind of value being normal between the power anymore. But it is not quite to say, will be a pre-power here, will be a power here, in some quite to say, and the Bema warrior backwards while you fever. Bema warrior bass, why you are the baby at the amount. Our year a year. Kristo na dem an tie nware but yen nyina na ye ba be wuram ya ba be bibi ene hwema eba konoma hwema ehwefie hwema etuafi hwema eye no ma bebre mema bebre wa ware mu a they are not doing anything what you say but I think no say man besa a man kasa na te so vulnerable toto enya ba a man na so vulnerable because Bibi, no one can also pay Bibi one me corner me ba me to Bibi. Okay. So not contribute to our realm because Bema no the Nejuma she die. Now so do the back on Homa. But there's idea idea, mammy, may support that because or the case she die no. Na wapa could be say na crap and it no day and the mother go say the bitch me so na the end said Bema and the catch and so be pray that here. In your padina me ba be pray. But the man who in a year Jumano and ask me for me the more conoma. Now would do the incident until say you crap and why no idea also. Okay. Mommy I said you will not know me do I you musali hypocrisy na at your own no man and that's from winning aba. So usana when you bonnet dear to subi or say for who sick about coma na me aba. Na akongoma no so kata wo quantify a kai wo akongoma pa na nya de ketwa enti se me dia enka di wo me se oba moche be ma ne se bosumi bia ye de 1000 na ekodan no 1000 no me ye be ma me de 600 wo de 400 it wo 400 na de baba akongoma me de 1000 ni na de akọ ben ne sa bosumi ne so fa 400 ni ma be ma na ka tense liura and I know maybe contribution ye now the man. What the money we are now so what now now so what you are calling home. For the dining the no the Bama for home, and there he know the Mama will be taking a responsibility now in it. Oh, now in your society we are starting here, and so no answer a common proof we. O people might hear the Shabema, Bema, yet also ye piano or boano, and no when you put that down as you now the Bema and Kukuti Kuntai. No ajaboso and yet a pan sailor sister as I see a yato I'm a Misika woman a doso a yo banu not the amount of the crab that can what do you make up with chop rocks or goose as I hear foundation. My thoughts are semi and Sakamu, or catch them see and thoughts are semi and son. What of Uncle for about the toss arsenal? After mobile, not mood now for arsenal, so say and Conny and Concotas arsenal. I then as I say no see and Tom, I am 20 years senior, maybe young wage money at the end 13 years will be a woman and son, more than 13 years, a canny and walk with chop blocks or gusuno, what he and Tom. I didn't hear because a your body in a toy into of a sort of me or no, not papa talker, and of 5,000 when you could honor the source. And I'll be 5,000 imam, and I'll talk card. Kaya or 2 year crown, who bear me wishing a woman out the cop. Wishing an out the cop, who here no afro, leave you on also the ACO program and I'll be bisa. When you said bear money, ya, a ton carno, or 2 years, and what papa tofu for, have a catch of an say. Can me toy and I'm a tofu from this time, the debate 20,000 so. Why? What kind of echo is that? We are talking a hand to the sense what you man against or banner out to comfortable. It will be talk and what you are talking for. Now I say on no moment at this time what you see, Obusha Sawari and one I already shown the one. If this is your mind as a man, so when you're too mature as to how to handle that enormous again it's just our in between. And it's after when I hear body our saa na bɛkɔ so a ɛna bɛyɛ wode ɔpa fa kɔ asɔre dɛm fa kɔ pɔpit anim wode ɔpa fa kɔ hyɛ pope bɔtɔm woyɛ dɛn a yɛnni no kura ama yɛ ho ne yɛahyehyɛ wɔ no nyankopɔn no pɛ the will of God ama yɛ ho ne yɛabraba no matter what we do this is what is going to happen bɛmɛ bɛware a na wahwɛ mmaa mmiɛnsa ɛnan na wahwɛ mu watwi so deɛ ɔpɛ ɔbaa deɛ ne akyekyerɛ nsa agu n'akyi na bɛrima baako baayɛ a na ya se fanisa enye fanisa e wo so ba no so wa kwanya ono so betumi abiem na ono so ahwe mema mienu miensa de bebo no so choose because aware no enye burden aware enye prison da
sisters me jidi sa motie enkomo na ora krampa ene yedi na no peti explore but faje to ho explore onso hwehwe ye prospect what you say na he asase a ene pawom but yanko ye chika kra ofrafo ba ko bi frɛ na oka bibi say abotra pa enanom ne ananafo binom na omode ti aware ase no ene Ghana for ma e was abotre ni bi no esua esan se bema eyeden ya obeye bema na oyeden ya obeye tire emfa ho se bi oba akra katua so chen ekunu de no bema beye tire wo fie ensonti ya botre sema ye de tie mema ne nso wo fie no owura krampa se mo de mo na da sa ankomo ne ba manim ehwo asem te sen
Paso oka oba na botra na oka bema na botra.
But oba de na make if so frefo bi kan efre na oka se yankasa pa no so no emma aba no wo mo ate aware ase dada ne wo mo so pa aware ni bi no ade a ye fre no se abotre se ode be ye seti a na obenya bibi ho abotre na eku ye bibi kura ode abotre bata de ko ne ho na emma obi bu nkohuru no obi akobo obi na de aware gya ye bi kura akoba no se ya abotre ho nsema nkasa so efi emma ne ho mema ho na making.
Yo, meaning want to share. There are some few factors, and it is no abba. Canino said Bema a while said na or they compare Canino. Bema na chicken crown in the match to say crack a crabby will be to me Diana obey Ediama or Banana or ye. Canino, there's nothing like Sabia. Me see me dying, na me disio, na me chiki, ni sa no man ni adie. Kakrabia obetumi bia no, na be ma na oye. E na de to so bi mu no, se oni bi kura no a ebra wonya de mo ba na wo ho. Ko kane na he na no moko. Ofrefo mu ba no ko na djuma ba ni ade a, oni obeye na titi won ma. E ma no nsuso no, sa ade no hu hia wo. But ele no, e mema ni adaje e de mama. Enti no wakako wana wuni adaje na be tresi na na no na mfufo so ra moti abonten no oba no de ya odi ni pain e go through na komom enti opi abonten a oba ye no a oba bidura na do be 10 ofi se akoma pa ben ya go treben e na obenya e na odi ama e na kane na nkasa so no na mi hia we bia na ini ho from a man no afam atene otu mutaya e technology and social media in the idea. I think I'm many panic for so one brother you be airborne idea. Can you now back and Cassina that it came from and anyhow? So, and anyhow, and at 5 o'clock with the Mecano office. And at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, not to do more Temacola, a Casicadiana or so idea. In Kiana Cassana Canini, that I did Cola. Said you know me some who ye me ma be nya da ja sorry when ya ne wa sha mu bia ye di oso ye me nya ma no wa sha ta mu bia wa cho bia pra e di amana mu bia pra o bia wa hesu wa gan uja ri ya sabe wa ba da se o so di atse wa bia di to so bi mu so no mu di o fia aduane ye twabom nti twafufu bo ma mu nyina mo twemo na mu di na mu fia se di fia di be eni ni pa relate mu fia se di control ye ho e wa di ni ade ni eni ho. So, and now Krami a two be idea and man, and then I'm a penny cigar bentino, and then Colano Bia one time, and maybe be a waiting, yet idea if you grow by hair, or brother, you waiting, as a fact, you pan, we had a 2 hour, that will be a movie, but they are training more catch them say, oh, dear, and I get the war, Jima will be a nebini, and you are not anti-chiano, but the length is a panel credit 2 year to the idea, man, Joko to a channel panel at big breakfast. Let's us up a boy in a year. If you know Kasana avoid the first place for leadership no you lose the parents now when we first leaders in our lives now you lose because of so open them now akukum I didn't say because the area in Kasama acquired to say so Tikana is everything and then Tika is everything and I will buy up on a papa the year day and I will bow to kill baby in a year then here so we come idea and only idea here into you lose your values and is you can say misplaced of priorities and no and they say they bobra and ya buy one only na nkasa no nim sidi tikasa kire ni abema abai one only no nim sidi tikasa kire eye societal relationship on tiasi the next door neighbor you on the high down with you on obedient to me can call an answer mammy sushima no party and you man over and you know young girl na kasano phone ya to man and no one would the any and or the coso and the social media so we did attempt to be no idea and then you make it be so by former slave queens and then a sephony idea almost to say ukum na mo free mu and no more canon in a sorry I must say no anyone who you baby are OT. OT, sorry, the Amodia. OT and Papa dear, and I will social media. So go on, Finny and Danny and Nanma, may available between your calling channel couldn't come. Okay. It is a balance I know that didn't income. It's either the social media or an answer for. And you know, and then you know, you run to me. On to put the promote too much any idea. And you saw ya but trancasa at the Bobrano. Now, Quack yeti, that Paco Fat Anoma we see in idea. Okay, yeah, yes. Then you now call ye Major Sanchez and Muna Diamano. Emma, a ye must send me Sano Crown that because it be a fee. He said, or no crown, I will force sorry, how much I won't call. It is said, there can no real crampana, my minia botre. Emma, what her said, Uniaman on your sapran, your same cuckoo, who run your baquamucaho. We ain't in I have word already. I can carry to chew a motum. Oh, my mere here, and what I said, Hucha. We are coffee or siachano. And nay, sika penony and hopenanty. Saba time no crown, no crown, and bano crown who not walk quarter that etiama. And money being so nim a fear de ye. Make a quaware a secret ye neba or a coladi also we are bedroom so no Jan and nine good cool carpets. Beme in some quantity. Sanya me woo. E be crow a quaco cano quire before so and no cassa. Ebeban honey a fee near quadro seminal. And also come but say I say a beckana sounds say we are siasa santi. A man near maybe sounds as a son and there's some of us because of from Sanya Brimwom Sunday beer from who's out. Ora Grandpa ho. No hapa ba ndi yentumi kan sa no na ya na I want you hunu ya si opro ho dani ahwe akra ni dia de poma no sa so opro dani ahwe ni dia de poma no it is also who be petuna while you be social media bra but also won fa hwe ho o ma mi ya daje obi ntumi ne you want you can also do something yourself. I was a worker as to me when you know who's at the same and no my city. And I mean, I hear about who's saying, and then there are no mentors in good marriages. So when I want to do one, I can want some more ready to TV setting, and I know you a problem, woman, I say, it's a no of the Nawari crown to make. So, and the crown, catch your little crowd, when you come cries, I love you, crying, that can't so you anymore. And you know, and then Casano, the more ye kids and panel, not a young girl no so say, hey, let's our power. How you know a deal could you intend, maybe I'm an messiano. But I know about 90% now, or more chilling in our year, wabubi, or man upon ma, on your way, as a media, no, the end no quan, a year echoing how be brave. It is so big a while, or say, ah, chair, as a crown, or the same queen, and pembe in Chan Cottam baby. So we can now, mamma, to go on professor. Our need to do them. But we were my man in Canama about you know, the men quay at Chanama Trump baby, Yamahama. So, no, and that is the strategy in Pandu. It's all cool around in my papa Telemono. And that, yeah, in the first place, and as well, lose our Yanada. Because mentality to do monitor our Yano, we are the big. In a sense that a basa only capacity PR or the Equacutina our Yano situations, phenomenal challenges are a babano enemy. So these are some of the things that we need to. And then the economical circumstances, so some memory press on the early settlement of life. Well, you school while the national service, after national service, so which we are not high, or which we are seeking there, will be near Jumaya, and also quite and the time to crack up with the all. And to take a number for one chance, our boys are not the champion, lack of maturity, are no bananium, no, we are going on signing a medium, after the one now set of force one right away, no one no. It means once to now become Sunako Banon, Penopelum, so I never back never. So why no? And you know that economically, you know, and was an enormous woman cost. The bit is at 9, and now can have this only 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And so she in so my team rent and law. In Catania and penny for me for woman and for inchi from pa say 15 so be high there men high more 3 months men high more 6 months meaning se me ka council adwuma ye problem a ban sa normal we a play major role pa e was hard you so said ya branch do benya there behind adwuma obenya o start business kura na hwe bra obebre eno ne sa normal enti meaning na ma na nkasa so aware na kwa edibie ho enti onye obi no ne na mo no mo sa no me adia no be hwe na fita so obeya no wajana no akakotira ne baby and so person why na no wa hwe no wa fan sa it preparation towards marriage in ho but it is rather preparation towards wedding and when he always say president to say COVID-19 no obia betnya ko fa wa so dem na so abonten de ne party de ne metwem but always say ekoba say no on sia ware ho kwan enso so ware kofom adentia se di pani kwaye wedding no wo aso dem no no akopere ba bia kan no mpe most of them no prefer the party no obebo ka hu no akwa ye na wati akwa show e wo ho mama nkofo hu se mainstream na wariti. So because of that, today marriages have even gone down. They are all waiting for the man to be listed. So that what you will feel and now we are wedding we are. But me baba the one who now are banting up a year parties I can see about the showcase no more be. Meanwhile, and Kasenkai be bimpo and Kasabre need a great opportunity for most people who want to marry. Sabre and Kaubaya what they can create beginning for 25. Now it will be Sakano and Kafadibo Hobra. But you prefer to say can be real anomaly. They are saying coming in rather than 10. And this is can you business. Young girl, Okuta iPhone 11, which is about 10,000 cities. And so, or co be economo, or co sugar that be home, up pay 5,000, they are starting business. What is the sense in this one? It is all now cocoa be economo. No, no, most bobra, all in the name of 5,000. Meanwhile, who could have 7,000 worth of phone now. Now, a brabana year bonminia, school na yekono. How do you go? Say that in secret. I thought that now I've been kaka. Now, you baby, I will come.
Ha. Mejede se anopai de wasopa no watie owura krampa ye. Asem ne tofa bomu nyina no de mede mantehwe kra de mete ye ne se preparation towards marriage no eni ho. Nemo preparation towards wedding no eno na wo ho. Ahoboa ye se ye de wade se ye ya amane ne amamre de mpaebwa ta kira wade no. Sa ahoboa ne ni ho nei. Nemo ahoboa se colors a mehye ne da no vela meguo wedding gown potia mehye ama wiase nyina hu se diamond mesme wo ho bread e coat ebi ma da obehye ahafo ayi made of ahafo a ebesa line any groom ahafo a wo mo so line eno na ye dwene ho ora krampa
because they turn the radio and our the radio ni the form ye ni ade na no de no ni ade as say no ababa bi
enti eno na oje sa preparation ni wie na akowura mu wie a afa na atoso trobo ateatea a ebidi ko wie owum sene na no ye nua ba yi die akwakosi ora krampampa cha no pay na ase ye wodea.
Me da se pa na meka se me the information is here me YouTube page. It will be Kenya obetimi akọ Councillor Albert Krampa on YouTube. It is some of these things I can want them no baby or one of my treaty elbow. Ebetimi abwa.
Yeah, that's it.
No ko no na yes go like the place. Let's subscribe to read the pa.
Yeah, that's it. Nyamisha won so pa eti ebusia kohoi nekotie bi na fa your homework bia wakomu dada enkachi unya futupa obetumi nya nsakraye ama waye ne yie safe nso na abekomu a jaime wedding colors ne hwan no ne na dwen ne kwan no ye nkonsan ye kowom kosise ba ko bewu so atiase ye di nkomo wie ne ase no ye homework no na ye ne yie afi na abewura mu so a mo animra ho so enye gentleman ne de wasiesie ne ho kama enye lady ne de osiesie ne ho kama toto na ni achi gentleman ne de wa abotre no ewuraba no so ne de oye seti no na makabom ye tufo ye no wedding komo ye fancy hanum se misro meba eto da bi kra na se won tia pa no so tumi dia kasa ba waware because ebia brother opese ofro sister ne baby ye ne ya so to da bi nso a brother akoye adwuma ba sister nso ne lo video sorry opese brother ye you ntimi nye ne nyina etumi de ohaw no bi ba fie bo na ye ntoka sa na peja ohun wan fa abotra wan kopa na ni so a na face separation okone maame ho kakra na so twempena kakra ba ne sa ne nyina amoa enti yenye ye ho aduro ye ho aduro na yetumi atena se yi a mene Suzy Herbal Center for na edi enkomo Sibi man wa ha de baby ewu Sibi man mache na pomo Ghana for some da wase because mono Sibi enye oba nko na enye be manko obia ewo ne de enti e ba ne sa na homework na aye easy na aye simple pacho okay Matias enti ye shase
mame fa odonchi am free Suzy Herbal Center no pay ema ahwefo a wo hwen wo wafidi kasi so na ye menchia wo so kwan so ko so nchira wo sa repedia odam sro
that's pa
the woman say Suzy Herbal Center se membo wo ani ahwefo ina nka ye bio ne Ghana fo ina nka ye say CB men and women capsules adawroma awari engubio awari engubio so oba bi opese otenetena ho ama oba fufuru bitumi gi ne kunu eche se ne bo apayo nala enra was it no 3 days ago na madam fu bi frame me wo La Paz echi ha ba bi for Alhaji Tabora na ne yeranya infection bi a che se wo ye wo ho hwe yi wetin ati ontumi enye ho hwe and what do me do nkomo anam si o we dey say ye women capsules na djuma
I see
and am kire won a wo pay bi nti as at this morning here me be ya wa from say odam ase na endura crowd ye bibia da no kwan so
what me your homework
mo what kasa na se no ya me nka no kasi
Matias
eti ye kan ye nim de ye ka say CB women capsules eduro no oba biara onum se eduro no bi oyoba
wow
oyoba nti na no na me ka ba bi say ye slave queens no eye efe wo ho ayefe eye but one susun insle was sa kwan we so because minimum baby a wo hwe no sister e free need so ko si na se obosi
na so
when o ka se obi sika mo o yes obi su crampo tie obi TV so ma me fa ya ana ya TV no so ya telephone number se ya na ehun ya me
ma me mo ma o e bia na onso te bia no ubosi esipisitan so ehonye ehonso ne babia enepa ne wo no yensiesie wo ho J 0247 111671 0247 111671 and 0246 878750 0246 8787 578750 Mr. Kopebito na fire homework. In fact, brother na also owo eyi no me bona basopa alaji
no kan no kranchi in fact why ya de wama
because who say be ma ni bi ho who say na wachechwe ne ho but who say how na ba and why yes
na na nke yennim but and idea solution na ba sa na so ba wukunu nso wa otsia wo say nyoma ina ntoto no kwan so a and once a woman CB men capsules we containers we mienu a e fia ye kama eni di aba
ye nom ne sen
2 capsules are pa obra wadidi awie 2 capsules enyumre obra wadidi ne nom so nya ya capsules ne yanketenkete simple but obi koto make sure so beto CB SIBI men capsules SIBI men capsules and I say SIBI women capsules say any other spelling to say CBA SIBIE
Saho we let us near and 9 SIBI it letters near 4
to CBA CBI Sibili Saho chem enwani na do ne so bia edin ube bia je o pressing it down ubia ube silver mo kan say shining that so and so kra na ya tro CB e wo so u free ho a obekwa koto cotton wool kataso asar wa ko to capsules na nkasa wase na wo to capsules no wase kra na capsules no kra so ya tro cb e wo ho medase enti ne to de wo nyira kwan na Ghana ba bia ye to aduro bia wo benya cb men and women capsules ya to
enti men and women me je de san opay ya bomo asempa ho de ro
so wo de ketua bi kasa nkomo no say prostitute wo ha no nye nkokrafo o 3 weeks ago sakomo no ye in wo frame me one Derek 36-year young man na Johnson akem or Johnson ba
sir 36
we be and am CB men ya na me man no mienu anopa no a and am so one fan call hospital so na mkwan so na say Johnson do which you wouldn't control na ma or Johnson go kan mu sa na it am say no me hu say imrantia ne ma ya kan say papa for ni na wo prostitute no how kan na ke fi say no free by say asesa
enyamwa because say 11 years for ni nyina menstruate enyamo wonti to say brothers
enyama na asesa ye ahode ye hia waduane no mu na ka prostate gland na tumi aye adwuma ye nya na sa asesa na fertilizer nti die kwan ya sese ye nam so bo prostate no ban CB men capsules na malaria dro no de na menji ni se wanom bi dan kan na me yanka o testi ye da bia ya kan
so unya malaria craft me no mo
ya ka see the boy ye ho ban
unya malaria ti me no
yes ye the boy ye ho ban free malaria e mo wa
na
edro said the bear obetumi edi madanse because dey bia meka say ye no kra say ye no kra
na ye no me say
ya kan wudi asusun atre nnan
anopa ni ti ho
hwe geji kakra me kiro eduru na ya
ebusu ahwe ni yo na so fire homework because me te ha na me ho ye na wo yare a adwuma ne nkoso so ati ase nti say yo ho
na wudi hwe na ye dampa eduru na ye de bia makana me pe dansi ni ama wadi dansi ama
mienu
so obanom dia obi yare malaria no pe no no ma obehwie tablespoon full no obekọ no 4 mako 4 anopa
na say be odi e cha de betuye o
e dro say nkrofo de aye drink
na say we wunya meat pie ka ho wa me
sister bi
na wa for meat pie bi ama
sister bi de crystal bell no say malaria no ntimi nidi what do you do man afi de ohun se ko ya
CB man
malaria drop ma me say abrofo ina we no moto sa malaria drop ye no ma ye ntumi nnum wie na twam this time ye no request
abrofo
nkrofo bisa nkrofo ta bisa pa se de na wom na e ma de na ye de sa na ade yes
also malaria drop
yes malaria drop pa o de kan CB malakio now and I'm saying in tontom na ti wo Ghana ha brain anti se wanya malaria se winya ye me kamfo ma o se o de fa ball ho ban free malaria yare ho won wadwuma wo ye hu hia ma Ghana pa me nuaba na anope ye betia se o ho mfa wo ye be hwa malaria now you can imagine said the Ghana ina ye be lusu ye dwumadie soroko bi nti se ne ye man Crawford de ball ho ban na malaria nchire na wo nom de ball ho ban problem bi ani akiri se wo no madru
there be next time no o de edro ne basa we bi no
I chicken
chicken minya meat pie ka because we they say o de pie ka ho anka we no pay breakfast no anaja
ebi no me de because TV station na cameraman no gina what say wo mai no say na ba ko malaria nti ontumi ndidi ye tamba ko ma no nya pan no wo apa
no the boss o ko ne baby okay
Ghana baby eton adro bia obenya ndro bia pharmacy shop herbal shop chemical shop bia mun kran hadis ya kan tufo baby obenya ndodo ayo kan shi drug lane Kings Walk Herbal Nisi Repash we now will can she drag
okay but mofra nom
yes
mofra di say
a free 12 years echo
okay eti we no oye penny na abofra kra na wo say malaria no de anyo nti me de me yare malaria me no madura we beboa because odi agora wo be odi betua no kra pa anya so mbaka se ma abuse edro no TV so kam jibi pa na no but manya when ibre samsa ye de sa malaria yare and na CB man and CB castles no so fire homework ye to de bia na ense yesa but ensiesi kakra na wo hia na bibia tumi atoto den CB man and CB women no ebe sa adwuma no e de ama afa malaria no so na wo de we aboso mpacho ye fa we nso ni ye huni se bia me kasa se mema ba mo sasro pes kama wa be ma na 19 nya mema be sejawo sisters no so ujana pabwa so 90 ko ya ho we say no na ye de ye no
pepe
sibi man pacho ye da
me man kra de ya na ye nantema proper bi socks wa na haje pa no na ye de sie
Mr. Oje number na fire sa nsiesie ne so 0247 116 111671 0247 111671 and 0246 578750 0246 578750 so fresh number siya ubetumi etubiaton ubetumi so enya biato na wo de aye efiensiesie sibi man pacho ye so fa bibi jaye
oh ma me de me di jawa na se obi ankopa bi mfentu ne yare ase te wo ho free yare ho especially infections ahodo a etete ma na mema ma na bi infection te do be na akos won awo ho hawo e de hawo be ja awo ne ade Ghana had CB women capsule and one come fa kwanya sinchia Suzy Aba Center adwuma fo ina no pe wo hwe wo TV kase no so pa wo ina me chia wo Mr. Evans Mr. Francis and Mr. Mankwa na adwuma fo ni
omo nyina ajo so da senti CB fo se de mo je nchia no wo TV kase no so no mam dodo na mo fa yinka ho de ede no because we de ye didi ne de asaya ho yare
what me the chef fridge mu so kama
no pacho ye wie Ivy Stone ewo buadia na no memenda kwasiada na your birthday happy birthday to you Ivy Papa bi a belated one ebusia media si afa your man heno kabna sante etna se oni abeja for dem pense modumedie e baba small me dey ma me chira diamond me mo ache edase
Yentwa ejumedie ne so anu se ne na nyumekoya se St Andrews College of Healthcare and of remedial hair classes national and remedial school no wonon krabata na ewa se hwi asanye so mankasi masin fosu ahona be hu the remedial school mamenka obi o say College of Healthcare St Andrews for so diabano admission is still in progress for 0544830 179 and 0244696911 what team one Edding Kita. Hometown Jensen, or CD capsules, any CD ointment, so the Ayabua, Nipeduano, or Constant Cusinano, Bibia de Tanabo, Kaye. Upebiato, Kanshi Drug Lane, Equals Pharmacy, Gapsin Pharmacy, Anafe, Kofodia, Aye Danny Heba, Azu Kumasi, Ashtown, Honabu, Danny Heba. A food rich pharmacy, need drugstore, a hoodoo in Anna, Unyabi Ato, Elwonum, Lashibi, Hona one, Etian Casa, or Lashibi Shalom Sport. 119 junction for 02096828836 and 0505-767-425. No team no dig it on. Hometown Jensen so moje die fusane yi na fe wo ho na refia de otiwana refia de otiana refia de ekutia san hihye ni na cancer so ebo ho ban se ahodo nyina na entimi embedi unya na nse nipadua no ope hometown Jensen ni biato a sunyane 6 stars pharmacy one Sunyani Municipal Assembly, Eshenimo, baby Nakoto, and our first numbers is 020-034-2988 or 020-610799. No, it may do Juma. For Minister, Akwaba to our for region. Well, I'm sure say for Edda Wakomaso, in Kabum, any in Puntu, any Melbourne, so more money that show. Now, if you want to share your coin, any eye yadisua any yapomudi honsem nti minister akwaba to for regime ni so be share na nanom ni opinion leaders ni nyimako e wo hodom ni mabunu ni nyina no the focus should be making sure ahafo ebeko enkan yi edi america ne ohare so ebeko nkan na atumpon yi pa kese pa ti kukom for sankware for go so be chem Dian Quanta, Kenya si 1 and 2. Yamfo, Obia, Odom, and I'll share half umbrella and Sibiano. Yama era, a year minister, half a minister, Yamana Kwabasum, Kokra. Na Yamfa, a year spirit, Papa, Indinechi, na intimin concan ye, a war half of Puntu. Minister, Mr. Minister, hey, wow.
Issue prophecy.
It's a good prophecy. Member of Parliament, Apom to say
Nyame adom.
Sir Ukojina second year. I think say he needs no introduction. Namako come minister there ebia Nyame na dom na anytime soon. Ono so etimenya abasobode then when your favor ohene in this case ohene ne na na danko akufuado and na powerful. Now waiting. But in the meantime, the first major line of responsibility is to ensure say mra you show Ghana. You move down fire Ghana for nyina ho not two, which is almost at par with the first one, is also to ensure say the constituents now on the bar mrashibedwem no obeye de se fata ama almost wetimo say ampa oya kwapa do kwafo sumo mo sumo no ho akoban fa so e de amomo. Now moko ho, is that correct?
Mine in your parliament call whole.
Yeah. Whole parliament.
Whole.
Okay. So just the majority.
No. Okay. Number urgent issues we are seeking to deal with in see man Kobe.
Okay.
And see
normally
I followed.
This is not the first time. Normally what do you go to do there?
Oh, I post budget workshop. Minchia waiting for and no when you bro and the pay na and can't count on wash and was sick me. Maso Minchia regional minister. I am Takrady MP, Honorable Kobe Ochida.
Yeah, Kobe. Yeah.
So Nenida will take office, and I wish him well. We'll support him to make sure the Western region can call Sekunena Takrady. Of course, more the ABIS. He can count on our support, colleagues on both sides of the houses and within our own caucus, as one.
One unit.
Munia Amakufibwa na a champion na even before the region was split into two. Ajimisa and all of them. We are all one people, and now we work to ensure that young regions on the Chafa, Yansa Utumwaka. I'm sure that both the members of parliament on the NDC side, on our side, Joe Gatti, Joseph Kujo, Prince Amma, Chieftaincy Minister Kujokum, and all of them, Sunny, Winna Yatanichi, Papa, will give him all the support that he needs to make sure that he succeeds. Together with the MMDCs, our region, we can typically say we budget no can and our finance minister will deliver budgets now. Post-budget workshop.
Okay.
Experts from both academia, industry, research institutions, civil society organizations, OBA. Now, when you MPs will go through various segments of the budget so that it gives them a better understanding of the issues of our budget. MPs na your finance background.
Okay.
Budget also or
purely finance.
Revenue and expenditure estimates of government are certain assumptions or underpin certain economic indicators or underpin what it is that a man or why certain fiscal measures are being proposed. Was on the parliament now all they are approved budgets no first and Sunday are na various estimates are our MMDAs so it may then approved and so we need to understand the content and then the context of the budget now we inform how any debate will be shaped what it is that we should, because any representing Kofuno, expect. And see, it's a very useful exercise. Of course, my first term in Parliament, all the workshops in both on site in most cases or off site in Nano. I participated, but like I said, now access to Zoom crowd, it may join through electronic means. And see. Some of us participated as time permitted us to join the online session and to listen to and then a budget debate over start.
Okay.
We program various sectors now when the debate would take place. See,
well, Felix Kwachi-Fushu, former Deputy Communications Minister, and so will join soon now a conversation, but bottom top approach. This is one issue. Honorable Kujeto Ablakwa, Erezia Bana, and Komodina Koso, another. I listened to him on Asempa Ikusi on this matter. In for be a war from Antem Sukra Krataba as to how offensive publishers of that said book no maybe a fata about, but the story keeps going. Me sure when you bring a follow kakra.
Mine may follow.
Yeah.
Now there's no denying the descriptions now attributions be in the book are offensive. Completely. Not a doubt at all. I mean, them ethnocentric comments or suggest some osnehen on yet for national cohesion. Here, yen secondary school system no, or boarding school system no. It is not for nothing no. And a bankrano or try the community day schools in your name NDC for we see President Mahama at the time. It be what the boarding facilities account. Because it helps in letting us relate and appreciate people better. I mean, some of my best friends are Ewes. And we commenced our relationships in secondary school, all the way to Addis Ababa. And see, any comments that suggest otherwise, it's not good for national cohesion, and nobody will endorse such comments, particularly when it's been reduced into writing and it's being suggested that this is books that in your primary and junior secondary school. But my worry is the attempt to politicize it.
That's
because now Sami Okujeto is my very good friend, and I would wish and hope the sense I get of an attempt to pitch Ewes against other ethnic groups of tribes is not the case. To suggest that government has approved.
No, as of no, there was nothing to that effect.
Oh, headliner. Controversial textbooks were approved in September.
Yeah, that's what he believes that.
I have seen the list of approved textbooks on NACA's website. Are these books part of them? It suggests there, NACA has indeed approved. And I've read the statement that was issued by the publishers. That yes, they've submitted it for approval. NACA has given indication as to some content that ought to be taken out of the book. And see, clearly, the publishers themselves admit that they have not received approval because they may receive approval. I'm a commercial entity. I mean for profit. Some submit more content to the regulator. The regulator no approval. Backlash biano, the regulator can deal with it. I can take a position.
That's not my business.
That is not my business. I can take that position. But I submitted the book to you. You had the power to either accept or reject it. Now accept. Now mark print. Now the books no more turn. How do you then turn around like and many books in the market? But the truth of the matter is that publishers nankasano why withdraw books no off the market. What does it tell you? What does it tell you? I can see an attempt to try and make it look as if NACA, which is a government agency, will approve Adenededao. What it means is that the government endorses the content and that backlash what comment in see now what suggests there no such approval exists.
But I had
is that factual? Of course.
Yeah, I had dreams say you need to publishers in your name and your mobile. I had dreams say such a very useful, needful document and exercise. I don't know whether to say you boapayu, say review, say good you, say money no munsu. So because this is a document you may refer to say here, and then you chip in such an offensive material. That's the problem. It will be a sebi. Once we are fair-minded, you might also be jumping into a lot of interpretations, just like I was saying, you don't want to believe that the bottom or the end result is pitching tribes against tribes.
Because, yeah, Dama, then we are creating wedges. Look, book na kasa the mamun sobimu, but me who screenshots or social media that clearly seeks to paint a certain picture there. One tribe be Jume one Woodini. That's not true. It may be conversation and Kofu will have in their private moments, but to reduce such content into a book, clearly, I mean, it's not acceptable to me. And I'm glad that NACA will out we issue statement to the effect that what direct publishers know to withdraw the material from the market or send they don't have approval. I would wish that they would proceed to sanction them. Or send they say any authorization they about publish books be not on that clearly offends the law. And see, sanctions ought to necessarily follow. So that Obia is clear in his mind that, I know book see NACA or on ye po na our system no more. I could be history on the last week or the last 2 weeks, now also about topical. And see, clearly, is there an attempt by some people to just put some content out there?
Create that
to create a certain what will be the objective? I'll be informed Obia to do any such thing. Sebasre, Nakafo, yes, I'm satisfied with one statement the way issue, but they should go further. Now apply sanctions. There. Indeed, these are not books that are authorized for use in our schools, and that and when they publishing, not only have they pulled it off, while destroying publicly, now appropriate sanctions also has been applied, so that will serve as deterrent to anyone in the future they will want to do any certain against the rules.
Okay, so I feel no became one ma Andrew Japamesa, the million for my secondary this year, and then a twitching come on. Say on in person mu medical there two and say you on the products, but say Hunter Ginseng about CD capsules and ointment, and have a St. Andrew's College of Healthcare and have a remedial school and so on in our the share names of Babakan the million for Felix Kwachi Fosu, former Deputy Minister Communications and so. Now, the highlights of the budget now, the introduction of certain taxes, and then the hope for Ghanaians. One Kasauji Bre, a kinkai, beginning Nebusua, a kinkai Nebusuji in Chilimunia addition, if we wanna have been par an interest. But what kind on the surface? What has come out quickly is Abay was a non-believer in taxation. Quickly, Abay the Brika Panyai, or the 2B Baba already Ghana for no your own Harry Dada. No, this is our situation with Sabatures. What's really happening? The energy sector, taxation, and all those things, welfare.
Amani, Aban don't believe in taxation. Or no, or because taxes only the main source of government revenue. However, taxes say you use as a tool to stifle production, growth, development. Ono NPP aban yem believe in. Osande say aban don't believe in taxes. No do abolish taxes na yabobosa na yedi empuntujuma na nzama okanwin na order aban oye. But obviously, ebobosa so dey tuaka. Ekotua ezabeska na de botuaka. Abobosa mo anade or they generate revenue through taxes.
Apart from a 2
okay, so essentially, remember, permaculture only there. Whose statement that Abana don't believe in taxes cannot
as being the only source.
Of course. I don't see na say extra budget na. Since Rome yedru mpempenso yedru o indicate or more background. Then look, His Excellency Nado Danko Akufo-Addo, obebe your mampin. Now, yen economy, growth indicators, debt to GDP na no can win nano was not in good shape. Indeed, former President Mahama Obefi Abanum nankasa G2, the yen economy no waka dompe. Abani be abon mazon over the past 3 years. Yetum some policy, you reduce taxes. You build the economy to a certain level. You begin the year, start the year grow. Yen GDP growth rate, yen debt to GDP ratio, yen deficit crano, buksa yabo, ni rate, ni na ya branasi. Now 2020 has turned out to be an exceptional year. Of course, you started the year banking sector cleanup. Oma a cow badaho. The Macau no aban decided there. O send there on your regular expenditure. Aban oye on a daily basis and a monthly basis and a yearly basis. What it means is that oye outlier. Banking sector cleanup no. It wasn't pre-programmed. It was a necessity. Or the incur cost na year. And see, we treated it as below the line, so that one may come here to me monitoring and regular performance as a government. That's all. But what was the suggestion that Aban is seeking to hide figures? But the figures were known, except that treatment was what we said that look. On today, Aban wako bobosa no dake yempuntujuma. That would happen regularly under a budget. Oye outlier, exceptional item, that is one off. Until you segregate it, and monitor performance, whilst you work to deal with that exceptional item as well. That's all. Now, subsequently, energy sector costs are incur as a result of power purchase agreements Union NDC was signing in the immediate aftermath of the Doomsor 2013, 14, 15. And also of the huge costs to the point there, the energy sector cost, which is essentially excess capacity charges PURC, one funka energy tariffs. The PRC takes the position that ECJ will sign a contract, the air to power, so we produce or won't produce a bottom to your cow. Say a bottom to your cow that no turn it to your cow now and supply him more consuming, your man and charge a consumer. Into all those excess capacity charges that ECG will accumulate. One more consumers won't your cow. Into a ban. No other ska no duty. The cost to know alone is projected to hit 12 billion United States dollars by 2023. Power we don't need.
That's where the problem is. Because we got power, we don't need power.
But it's power we don't need. What do you mean by what problem? No. I go school.
But power we don't need. How do you say power we don't need?
But do we need it? We haven't consumed even 10% of all the excess power that we have contracted from 2015 to date. I put on the data in the shower. Yeah. As of 2015, now installed capacity. Yen installed capacity on 2010. Yen installed capacity. 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. Red line on yen peak consumption.
Your SS.
No, but what top line is SS? Peak demand. How much we use? Say yes or light or Ghana na on any red line. Red line you're dying.
Yeah, I've seen it. SS.
Red line. Yeah. It's all this power was added in 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Which one have we consumed? Our generate. But we have to pay for it. And these are the costs. I ain't care. The shortfall in how much a ECG what on the power mahena yetia and now power ya contractor yen here are still all the yetia. It's more than $1 billion per year as of 2020. In fact, it's 1.1 billion US dollars. All that cost has to be paid for. Or the yetia cow. Number culture there projected to 2023, yeah, 12 billion US dollars. Or the year. Now that's two. Third, COVID-19 expenditures are aban weighing care. It be order okobo bossa no to more the baye. Them IMF rapid credit facility or a credit to. It was a loan that government went to contract. It's them is kind of so how do we do it? More alternatives from Union NDC4. That these huge financial outlay Aban has had to incur. Mainly out of no fault of government. Was on the banking sector cleanup was as a result of the reckless management of the banking sector when Mr. Mahama and his government were in power.
There were options over there.
Options.
But there were options.
Which options?
So that was the best option for Ghana.
Which options?
No, I'm saying that was the best option.
If you're the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Addison on you.
I'm running questions covers. Because immediately we talk about those. Now, Mufi say we want to do
What were the processes government or the resolve sector? There were, in the first instance, the assumption of the operations of Capital Bank, not UT Bank, by Ghana Commercial Bank. Why? Also, the level of their problem could be resolved through Ghana Commercial Bank taking over. The rest of the banks, what happened? They were consolidated into one bank. And so this way collapsed banks. Is that true? Which bank was collapsed?
It was consolidated.
Absolutely. But the micro and savings and loan sector, government will appoint managing directors for all these institutions on takeover on the state-owned enterprises. That Kukwanasa story, I ain't gonna work. So you see, let it not be said that Nana Akufo-Addo Nabano collapsed banks. The banks were put together, now ban all this car, all this shape, just so that you and I, this car or the can be protected. It was for 4.5 billion Ghanaians. These are matters of fact. Obiso, nkonja companies no one jina Ghana pet is the only country I'm at in the history of this world. Our banks will collapse and I will consolidate and our whatever it is that the issues that came up were a bank or refunding of who's called them on savings and loans, micro finance, a bank or refund who's everywhere else. Say ni deposit protection insurance be or guarantee you some minimum repayment. Who's can also? But under the Akufo-Addo administration, all these people's monies were paid.
Well, let's have about so my cow say call St. Andrew's College na o pese unya entity e healthcare mu a otimi konya sa entity na my cow be and so say a 2-year certificate in healthcare nursing obo modern maths and science ma na so modern bono kwa nya ni so that one should not stop you obenya akwanya na watimi akwanya sa entity no phone was 0544 83017902446969111 and I say CD air capsules and CD ointment so say wapon waposio your ointment to the fashion of the capsules now serve as an immune booster na amna boa or kwanson kosokra homtam engine so the yin nyina say eboa na o sugar levels na fe improve lung function no nti channel so wo ho na re ensu fifia dia akutia yade ahodo bibre sorry tia nipedia no frɛ 0200 34 2988 and 020 610679 na watimi won edi nkita won hwɛ nim still say nim yan for Felix for Sukwache ebeba in the next just 5 minutes you better wrap up because there's an issue of nyama bia Nana Addo Irachi Mensa Bonsu aka nipa ne bi wɔ contrary opinion as to why so nane budget you know these are revelations now but what I'm doing this morning is that just in 5 minutes 0302 211 equals 4 so far the conversation or input your suggestion be or comment be a person the bar quickly now what me at the bar 0302 211 701 equals 4 within this week is so my memo of the word that names of probable deputy ministers no will start dropping until me sure say say the your mind bit me around effectively because eboa omo support the substantive ministers now fe o mind no say bibia nam ne kwanso echo and other news is that era Ken of Rata and what no everything points to the fact that Nchebia honestly appear before that is it appointment committee
yes
na yakoto to na no na fe I said the mind no sika sem no even though you the 2 me share she hanam una lawyer you the 2 me share era change mensa bonsunsa a trace will be medina a finance minister name asensan in krata esika krata is that possible
why not and nyadama the exchequer will come to a complete halt
okay now ibinimu person munya san
oh no okay his excellency the president ono pe ni be to aboman he is the only one he is the executive president and the ministers of state they work at his pleasure.
Okay, mankind, good morning.
Good morning. Omanyo Kwamna.
Yeah, it is saying.
Yami Adumo, Pastor around here.
Yami Adumboko, it's you.
Mami for videos na mintia Chamana Tito, na mintia on Abo Fred Blake. And here is Excellency the President, Adom Akufo-Addo. The can say better MP Nashi. But they can say, okay, IMF. It was the worst decision NDC4 under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama, former president, 80 years. I said, my wife, me to me, and me and into no be and a bit this man said, and mankind honor in that, and my own in that. And no, I don't government every year, not do for 18 to say Blasman or Ghana. Then you know, the can say NDC, I had the problem of Ghana. Into the Ghana of one and say, she has a Ghana corner anymore. 2024 by whoever about
okay, all right. Man, no, appear could be much up to say. It's you.
You, I can't remember when they say, Bansai, Nanado abegu Ghana banks no. And this other dia may not be more savings and loans. Now the Adebako muni say and 24 no that danono. Womo agil sikano obu first canon da koto G8. Omo the scanner here another investment.
No, Apia Kubi, how do you conclude say paying for this carry to V8? And it's not as easy as maybe Amokana. As easy as what you are going to Obia ni not Nezabo Mpine or the court of V8. That's the only investment. You need to Debbie. Your banking sector. But don't just make it as easy as you think. That comes until to one or head financial institution or the Zabus campaign. Now or the court of V8. You think it's easy like that? Jeff, good morning.
Good morning.
It's you, Jeff.
But honorable, no, can be said, your excess power. Now, you but me, because you can say, Ghana, you know, like that, now, it's like excess power.
Uche Tribuna.
Power, no call moon. I say, I will be excess power. And Ghana, power, you say, in your power.
Okay. All right, tell me what you Ghana, but that is the understanding. No, if we have SS, why is it that Ghana, that's where we can probably educate. No, the fact that we have SS doesn't mean
that. Rural electrification project across the country. And there, as we speak, Ghana electricity coverage is in excess of 85%. And to work at 15%. Some locations here inaccessible. Until we use off-grid interventions to provide electricity. In Adom island communities. You can't extend electricity.
So that is an understanding.
Absolutely. It's a program that is ongoing, but no, it's not going to impact.
Okay, so Kingsford.
The problem that
Kingsford
so Amani, in all of this, more bontofa. Ma ibia oye assessment and analysis of the budget nano. Although tum o determine clearly in his mind is all these expenditure items in nano, are they necessary? Have they been incurred? Yes. Do we have to pay for it? Yes.
The payment is not necessary as of
How do we pay for it? Two ways.
Hold on. Pakwasi marching.
Aye, yeah.
Pakwasi, I probably say.
Yanko Panadamo.
Get your Pakwasi.
Hello?
Pakwasi, it's you.
Okay. I'm a Casasi Elmina.
Good.
No, Nada, Nanado, Asi. None vice, Asi. No, when you cast out in the Gomorrah Casa. I'm who there, Nanado Bay. I am with you as I'm a Ghana man. Come and go to the Mamboto. No mom feel rolling school the bat and the mamma the ban another day. More than another number of Sonko. If you're going to feel any would tell ne yan fama papa no want to be really in fear what you day. Na Ghana why ka bo hwe. That's it.
Okay, Pakwasi, that's it. Nana Joa Marche.
Yeah.
No, it's you.
The Sacho. The Lord has me this NDC for say, or what's not a burden for how many years? I'm complaining that the delight me honor. So many years now, it's not a burden. I didn't see a one to light down. NDP back how many years? At least, not dry you, Diana Ghana, my Parliament.
Yeah, the 2 p.m. we crown off here, but back to studio near wrap up almost. 2 p.m. Marchman Point to say.
Ebenezer, the radio dear Bedru or Santa Mampo, and now my name is on my own way.
Namiadom Ukraimu.
Oh, my old boy, you my uncle on Shram on Nebin Cap multimedia for you now. Amen.
Amen.
Oh, my, if I pay, yeah, that's because it's a okay, and near my airport, or my air, my gun, and my men tacker about electricity. Oh, my, it's a near Melcono, you win your Masui. Kaya bedum light to, kaya num light to, Yamubia Yawe. Now saying, oh my, the whole minute, the whole gun and you doom light, baby. Oh my, may I make a say, doom so me jam in Yama so. Oh my, me call a Jumaba, me free, me plasma, who brought a matter. I say, maybe. If you better buy no, the doom so naba, or me and Yawe say, it is doom so aba. Now, a could be here, to me and why we. Now, the Yanka, all of the sudden, on my near doom light.
Okay, so say, imagine grid ko for krata ba bontino so. For now, na ya ka kire ho say, omama ye that ahotoso ne say, ye ni doom so bremu na omo de hihye bia aba. Na ye wo eye a technical challenge. Eno no mo hwe no mo siesie. Nti enu sa bia ho.
No mo de technical challenge. O de Ghana for ya te
oya na ya kan homa
problem ne ba no.
What Brandian has short memory for you. That Ghana for your short memory.
No, but it doesn't matter. It will be
no, but it does matter.
No, it will be
there was consistent absence of power for 4 years.
But you see, the challenge
what
is
are we talking about?
No, the challenge is not about the 4 years. The challenge is an improvement on what we went through the 4 years.
I can agree with statement. No?
Yeah, I can.
Does it give you assurance that we are not in Dumso?
No, clearly with what the statement says.
So
I don't have a challenge.
So what's the issue?
Because probably trust.
Time I hear Dumso no, officialdom were forced to admit.
They were
because
forced.
Today, Sabi Ninsan.
Which be fancy.
No. Say our power crisis are obi alum to move dodge. But technical problems can arise. Light no go off. Light no go off or no fix. And they've indicated Ashanti region there are issues with great stability. On internet say it's a budget year. Ameri plants will move now Ashanti just so that it can create some stability in the grid in Ashanti. Wasn't there power plants ni now southwest na east. Takradi entema. Nana America a cow aban wabo sika some issues are because of COVID banking sector no ni energy sector under recoveries. Abanodo Tiano. How is government going to pay for it? 2 ways. Either they obey taxes and levies. Another Bosamo. Is buying Bosamo the way to go? Because bear in mind that Bosano Soeba able to yakao with interest. That's the reason why these levies are being imposed. Into obesity, so a lazy man's approach.
And on the surface, that's how it seems.
Oh, now how is that? So hard man's and a hard working man's approach on your hindered. Go and borrow. To go and borrow more. Because those are your only options.
Either you borrow or you tax.
That's all. There's no middle ground. Of course, once you apply some taxes, you improve the efficiency. Broaden the tax net.
Okay, so
that more revenue are boom, and all those measures are included in the budget.
We wish you well.
It's a man paying a for the governance. No,
it's okay. What parliament they are waiting for us, but
parliament debate today.
Our hope is.
We are on track.
The next ministerial deputy appointment, he will be among that short list, not that tall list, of deputy ministers. We are hoping so. So there will be asked, thank you so much.